My beloved child, I know exactly what you need today, my child. That thing that only you and I understand. For me, there are no secrets. I see the depths of your heart, the burdens you carry, the prayers you whisper when no one is around. Nothing escapes my notice. I am here, closer than the very breath you take. Let yourself rest in my embrace, just for a moment. Feel my love wrapping around you like a warm, comforting light. A love that never fades, never weakens, never abandons. I have always been with you and I will never leave you. I long for you to seek me, not just in moments of desperation, but in the quiet, ordinary moments of your day. Make room for me in your heart, not just when you are weary, but in every season of your life. Set aside time each day to sit with me, talk to me, listen for my voice. You don't need perfect words, and you don't need to have everything figured out. Just come as you are. I delight in you, not for what you do, but for who you are. I know sometimes you wonder if I truly see you, if I truly hear your prayers. Let me assure you, I do. Even when answers seem delayed, even when the road feels long and uncertain, I am working in ways beyond what you can see. My timing is perfect. My plans for you are good, and my promises never fail. Trust me, even when you don't understand. Hold on to hope, for I am the God who turns sorrow into joy, who brings beauty from ashes, who makes a way where there seems to be none. Do not rush ahead, trying to force answers or control what is beyond you. Rest in me. Let my peace fill you. Your future is safe in my hands. I know the dreams you hold in your heart, and I am working in ways that will one day make sense. Keep believing. Keep walking by faith and keep seeking me with all your heart. Let me be your refuge, your strength, your joy. The more time you spend with me, the more you will recognize my voice, the more you will experience my love in a way that transforms you from the inside out. Let my presence fill the empty spaces in your heart. I am here. I am for you, and I will never stop loving you. Now close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself in my arms, safe, held, and deeply loved. This is where you belong. This is the love that will never let you go. Seek me, trust me, and watch what I will do in your life. I have so much in store for you, more than you can imagine. Be patient, stay faithful, and walk with me. Your best days are ahead. That matter that fills you with worry, the situation that has caused you tears. I know it all very well. Your life will change today. There is still hope. Your problem has a solution. Do not let discouragement steal your blessing. I hope that in this moment, as you hear me, you realize that nothing is hidden from me. I know the burdens you carry on your shoulders, the countless hidden memories in your mind, the cries of desperation that are still trapped in your chest. I understand deeply that longing for your life to change and for happiness to return to your heart. Share with me your pain. Tell me every detail of why you are afflicted, even though I already know your thoughts and reasons. I want to hear your voice. I long for you to come to me, to pour out your heart without fear, without hesitation. I am not a distant God who watches from afar. I am near, closer than you can imagine. Every tear that falls, every sigh of your soul, I see it all. Yet I ask you to tell me, not because I lack understanding, but because I desire a deeper connection with you. When you speak to me, you release the weight you carry, and you make room for my peace to enter. Come into my presence, just as you are. You do not need to hold back, to filter your emotions, or to present yourself as strong. I know your struggles, your doubts, and your fears. Nothing you say will make me love you less. My love for you is unchanging, unshaken, and eternal. Let my arms be your refuge, my voice be your comfort. When you feel lost, I will guide you. When you feel weary, I will give you rest. When the world feels overwhelming, I am your safe place, your shelter from the storm. Make time for me each day, even when life pulls you in many directions. Let our relationship be your foundation, your source of strength. The more you seek me, the more you will feel my presence surrounding you. The more you speak to me, the more you will recognize my voice in your heart. I do not require perfect prayers or eloquent words, just honesty, just a willing heart that turns to me. I am listening, always. Even in the silence, even in the moments when you wonder if I am there, know this: I am with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I know you long for answers, for resolution, for healing. My timing, for I see the full picture that you cannot yet see. I am working in ways beyond your understanding, shaping your future with wisdom and love. Hold on to hope, for I am the God who restores, who redeems, who makes all things new. The pain you feel today will not last forever. The struggles you face now are not the end of your story. I am preparing something greater for you, something that will bring joy, peace, and fulfillment beyond what you can imagine. Close your eyes and rest in my embrace. Feel the weight of your burdens lifting as you surrender them to me. You do not walk this path alone. I am walking with you every step, every moment. Keep your faith strong. Keep your heart open and my promises. A beautiful future awaits you, my child. Stay close to me and I will lead you there. As you speak your feelings, your spirit will begin to heal. All confusion in your emotions will leave you. Your joy and peace will return. Bow your knees, and in prayer, tell me everything. Let it all out. I want to hear you. I desire to heal your soul. I don't want you to suffer any longer. I am your friend. I will not judge you. It is necessary for you to take time for me, to finally remove one by one the situations, the problems, and the complaints you've kept hidden. Tell me about them, but also let them go. Do not cling to memories that live only in your mind. Do not hide those wounds that bring you shame. Every emotion and thought that torments you today will leave your life, but you must let them go. Release them forever. It is necessary for you to do this so that you can enjoy the immense happiness I have prepared for you. No more tears, no more pain. One day, my child, these words will no longer be a promise but a reality. I see every tear that falls from your eyes, every ache in your heart, every burden you carry in silence. I am with you in every moment of sorrow, holding you close, whispering my love over you. Even when you feel alone, even when the weight of this world presses upon you, know this: I have not abandoned you. I am your refuge, your safe place, your ever-present help in times of trouble. Come to me and rest in my embrace. Lay down your worries, your fears, your uncertainties. You do not have to carry them alone. I have always been here waiting for you to turn to me, to seek me with all your heart. Make time for me, not just in moments of need, but in every part of your life. Let me be the one who fills the empty spaces in your soul, the one who gives you peace when the storms rage around you. The more you seek me, the more you will feel my presence, the more you will know that you are deeply loved. I know you long for relief, for healing, for restoration. I promise you that I am working in ways you cannot yet see. The trials you face now will not last forever. The pain you endure today will one day be replaced with joy beyond your imagination. My timing, for I see the full picture. I am weaving a masterpiece out of your struggles, turning ashes into beauty, mourning into dancing. Hold on, for a glorious future awaits you. Let my promises be your foundation. I have prepared a place for you where there will be no more tears, no more pain, only joy, peace, and everlasting love. Until that day comes, walk with me. Find strength in my presence. You are never alone in your suffering. I am walking with you, carrying you when you feel too weak to stand. Take a deep breath and know that I am here. Right now, in this moment, I am surrounding you with my love. Let my words fill your heart with hope. My presence bring you comfort, and my promises renew your faith. Keep believing, keep seeking, and never forget. I am making all things new. A day is coming when you will stand in my light, free from every sorrow. Until then, hold on to me. I will never let you go. You have the right to receive the blessing my sacrifice on the cross won for you. You deserve a life of happiness and freedom. I want you to see your dreams come true, to finish the projects you started, to see your family grow, and to have your eyes filled with tears of joy. May painful memories never return to your mind. Stop for a moment. Step away from the world. Go to a quiet place, bow your knees, come into my presence. Receive my grace. Enjoy a moment alone with me. I hear you saying there is no way out. I see you crying out, telling me you can't bear any more struggles. But today, I show you the way back home, the path that leads you out. The walls before you cannot stop you from fulfilling your purpose and being greatly blessed. But you must seek me more, revive your sensitivity, and sharpen your spiritual ear. My child, I'm always speaking to you, always drawing you closer, always surrounding you with my presence. But the noise of the world often drowns out my voice. The distractions, the worries, the constant demands of life, they pull you away from the quiet moments where I am waiting for you. Come to me, not just when you are in need, but in every moment of your life. Let me be your first thought in the morning and your last thought at night. The more you seek me, the more you will find me. Revive your sensitivity to my presence. Do not let your heart grow dull, weary, or distant. I am moving in your life even when you do not see it. I am speaking to you even when you do not hear it. But to recognize my voice, you must spend time with me. Set aside moments each day to be still in my presence, to open your heart, to listen. The more time you spend with me, the more clearly you will recognize my voice among the noise. I am not hiding from you. I am waiting for you to come closer. Sharpen your spiritual ear. Do not be satisfied with only a shallow connection with me. Go deeper. Open my word and let it speak to your heart. Let my truth fill your mind and strengthen your faith. The more you know me, the more you will understand my ways. And the more you understand my ways, the more peace you will have in the midst of life's storms. My plans for you are good. My promises are true, and I am faithful in all things. But you must walk closely with me to fully experience all that I have for you. Growth takes time. Transformation happens gradually. Keep pressing in, keep seeking me, and I will reveal more of myself to you. The deeper your relationship with me, the greater your joy, your peace, and your confidence in my love. Do not let the world make you cold or indifferent. Keep your heart soft, your spirit awake, and your soul thirsty for my presence. Right now, I am reaching out to you. I am inviting you into a life of deeper connection, greater understanding, and unshakable faith. Will you answer my call? Will you take the time to listen? Come to me, and I will fill you in ways nothing else can. Seek me, and you will find me. Draw near to me, and I will draw near to you. I am here waiting for you, always. You need to dedicate time to reading my holy word and connect with my love to leave behind this situation that weighs so heavily on you. It is necessary for you to make a big decision today. Give me your struggles, give me your weaknesses. You were never meant to carry these burdens alone. I see the weight on your shoulders, the silent battles you fight, the worries that keep you awake at night. My child, bring them to me. Lay them at my feet. I am strong enough to carry what you cannot. You do not have to figure everything out on your own. I am here, ready to take your burdens and exchange them for my peace. Come into my presence and release what is heavy. I know the thoughts that trouble you, the fears that whisper in your mind, the doubts that try to steal your faith. But I am greater than all of these. I am your refuge, your safe place, your steady foundation when everything around you feels uncertain. When you surrender to me, you are not losing control. You are stepping into the freedom I have for you. My love is not conditional, and my grace is more than enough to cover every weakness, every mistake, every moment of doubt. Make time for me. Do not let the worries of this world consume your thoughts. Set aside time each day to sit with me, to talk to me, to listen for my voice. The more you seek me, the more you will recognize my presence in your life. I'm not far away. I'm right here, waiting for you to come to me with an open heart. The more you lean on me, the stronger you will become, not because of your own strength, but because of my power working within you. You may not see the answers immediately, but I am working in ways beyond what you can see. My timing. The road ahead may not always be easy, but you are not walking it alone. I will guide you, I will sustain you, and I will lead you into the beautiful future I have prepared for you. Hold on to my promises, for they are unshakable. Right now, take a deep breath and imagine my arms around you. Feel my love washing over you, lifting the heaviness from your soul. You do not have to carry it anymore. Give it all to me. Trust me. Walk with me. And watch as I turn your struggles into strength, your sorrow into joy, and your weakness into a testimony of my faithfulness. You are never alone. I am with you now and always. Seek my shelter in the midst of temptations. Come to me when the doors close. But come, do not fear. If you give me some of your time, you will lose nothing. It's for your good. Don't give another day of your life to despair and suffering. It will be better to spend your time with me, talking and giving yourself the opportunity to finally find peace. I did not create you to live your days in depression and sadness. I gave my life on a cross and rose with power, so that you would be filled with courage and strength, so that you would always be victorious and enjoy my love eternally in my presence. Do you understand how deeply I love you? I saw your struggles, your fears, your weaknesses, and I chose to take them upon myself. Every wound, every sorrow, every burden, I bore them for you. I suffered so that you would never have to walk alone, so that you would never have to be overcome by the weight of this world. I did not stay in the grave. I rose with power, breaking every chain, defeating death itself, and opening the way for you to live in victory. This victory is not just for eternity. It is for today, for this very moment. You are not meant to live in fear, in discouragement, or in despair. I have conquered all things, and in me you are more than a conqueror. The same power that raised me from the dead now lives in you. Let that truth fill you with confidence. Let it remind you that no battle is too great, no storm too strong, no darkness too deep for my light to overcome. But you must seek me. Come into my presence every day, not as an obligation, but as a longing of your heart. Spend time with me, and I will strengthen you. Listen to my voice, and I will guide you. The more you draw near to me, the more you will experience the depth of my love. My love is not fleeting. It is not conditional. It is eternal, unshakable, and more powerful than anything you will ever face. When you are weary, rest in me. When you are afraid, take refuge in me. When you feel lost, know that I am leading you towards something greater. I know the road can be difficult, and at times you may feel like giving up. But I promise you this: what I have prepared for you is far greater than anything you can imagine. Keep trusting, keep believing, keep holding on to my promises. Your future is secure in my hands. Every tear will be wiped away. Every sorrow will be turned into joy. The day will come when you will stand in my presence, face to face, and you will know the fullness of my love forever. For now, walk with me. Let my love be your strength. Let my victory be your confidence. You are never alone, never forgotten, never without hope. I am with you always. You are loved beyond measure, and nothing will ever separate you from me. Stand strong, live in my victory, and rest in the unshakable truth. I have already won the battle for you. You still have much time to live, and you will live it in victory. Believe in my word, and my power will manifest in your life every day. My glory has been created and chosen among many to witness great miracles. I have written your destiny with my own hand, and my love has never been absent from you. You will reach your goal victoriously. You will conquer the promised land, overcoming loneliness and sadness with your faith in my powerful word. I have gone before you, preparing the way. The land of promise is not just a distant place. It is the fulfillment of my plans for you. The joy, peace, and abundance I desire for your life. I know the battles you face, the moments when you feel alone, the seasons of sadness that try to settle in your heart. But hear me now. You are never alone. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and leading you into the victory I have already secured. When loneliness tries to whisper lies into your heart, when sadness feels overwhelming, hold on to my word. My promises are unshakable. My truth is eternal. I have called you to walk by faith, not by sight. Even when the journey feels long, even when the obstacles seem great, your faith is the key to unlocking the life I have planned for you. Keep your eyes on me, and you will find the strength to keep moving forward. Keep your heart anchored in my truth, and you will not be shaken. Make time for me every day. Let my voice be the one that fills your thoughts. In my presence you will find comfort. In my word you will find the courage to keep going. The more you seek me, the more you will experience my love surrounding you. I have never left you, and I never will. You are my child, precious and deeply loved. No darkness, no sorrow, no season of waiting can separate you from my love. I know the desires of your heart, and I am working in ways you cannot yet see. My timing. I am leading you even when the path is unclear. Every step you take in faith brings you closer to the victory I have promised. Do not be discouraged. Do not give up. The land I have prepared for you is filled with joy, peace, and abundance beyond what you can imagine. Now lift your head and walk forward with confidence. My love surrounds you, my word strengthens you, and my promises will never fail you. You are more than a conqueror, and I am with you every step of the way. Keep believing, keep trusting, and step into the beautiful future I have prepared for you. The promised land is before you. Walk in faith, and you will see my goodness unfold in your life. Do not worry about the days ahead. I know exactly what you will need to provide for your sustenance, your expenses, and your needs. I will open fountains of water in the middle of your desert. I will create springs of health and salvation. I will cover you with my shadow from the heat of the sun. I will prosper you in the land where others mourn. I will raise you before people as a testimony of my glory. You are not forgotten. I see your journey, the battles you have faced, the silent prayers you have whispered in the night. I have been with you through it all, shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for something greater. The struggles you have endured will not be wasted. I am working all things for your good. I will lift you up, not for your own glory, but so that my power, my love, and my faithfulness may be revealed through you. Do not be discouraged by the challenges you face today. I am using them to refine you, to draw you closer to me, to prepare you for the purpose I have set before you. What may seem like a season of waiting is actually a season of preparation. Trust my timing. I know when to open the doors, when to reveal the next step, when to bring forth the fulfillment of my promises in your life. Keep your eyes on me, and do not let doubt take root in your heart. What I've spoken over your life will come to pass. Come to me daily. Make time for me, not just in moments of need, but in every moment. Let my presence be your refuge, my word be your foundation, and my voice be the one that guides you. The more you seek me, the more I will reveal my plans for you. You are not meant to walk this journey alone. I am leading you, step by step, into a future filled with hope, purpose, and my divine favor. The process of growth takes time, but I am faithful. I am raising you up, even when you cannot see it. Every trial you have overcome, every tear you have shed, every moment you have trusted me in the midst of uncertainty, has been preparing you for what is to come. When the time is right, I will lift you before others, and your life will be a testimony of my power and my love. They will see what I have done in you and through you, and they will know that I am God. Now stand firm in faith, walk boldly in my promises. The road ahead is filled with my goodness, and I will not fail you. Keep seeking me, keep trusting me, and watch as I bring my plans for you into reality. You are my chosen one, deeply loved and set apart for my glory. I will raise you up, and through your life, my name will be glorified. I only ask that you believe, that you walk in faith, that you work with responsibility, and that you never stop believing my promises. The storms will end, the dark clouds that gather will disappear. I cover you with the power of my blood. Do you understand what that means? My sacrifice was not in vain, it was for you. When I gave my life on the cross, I did it so that you could live in freedom, so that you would no longer be bound by sin, fear, or despair. My blood was poured out so that you could be covered in grace, redeemed, and made whole. You are not alone in this world. I have claimed you as my own, and nothing can separate you from my love. Come to me and rest in the assurance that you are protected. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No darkness will consume you, for I have already overcome the world. The power of my blood is not just a symbol. It is your covering, your shield, your source of victory. When you feel weak, I have already won every battle you will ever face. When you feel unworthy, my blood speaks a better word over your life. You are forgiven. You are cherished. You are mine. Seek me with all your heart. Do not let the distractions of this world pull you away from the safety of my presence. The more you spend time with me, the more you will understand the depth of my love. Make space in your life for me, not just in times of need, but in every moment. I am here, longing for you to draw near, to trust me completely, to find your refuge in me. I know the struggles you face, the questions that trouble your mind, the waiting that feels endless, but I'm working in ways beyond what you can see. My promises are sure, and my timing is perfect. Hold on to me, even when the answers are not yet clear. I will guide you, strengthen you, and prepare you for the blessings that are coming. My blood has sealed your future, and it is filled with my goodness and mercy. Now take a deep breath and imagine my arms around you. You are covered, protected, and surrounded by my love. Nothing can break the covenant I have made with you. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that my blood has redeemed you. My presence goes before you, and my promises will never fail. I am with you now and forever. Your enemies are lost, fleeing in fear. No sorcery, witchcraft, curse, slander, or lie will ever have power over you. I heard you when you cried out in desperation, and your boat was sinking in the waters of fear. But I have come myself to command the sea and the winds to calm. The hosts of evil saw you fallen and decided to take advantage of your weakness. It is true that you made a mistake that opened the door to iniquity, but you forgot something important. You belong to me. From the moment I formed you, I called you my own. You are not forgotten, not abandoned, not lost in the vastness of this world. You are mine, deeply loved and cherished beyond measure. I created you with purpose, with intention, with a love so great that nothing can separate you from me. No matter what you have faced, no matter what lies the world has told you, truth, you are mine, and I will never let you go. Come into my presence and rest. Lay down the burdens of doubt, fear, and uncertainty. You do not have to prove your worth to me. You are already precious in my eyes. You are not defined by your past, your mistakes, or your struggles. You are defined by my love, and my love for you is unshakable. When the world makes you feel unworthy, when circumstances make you feel alone, let my voice remind you of the truth. You belong to me, and nothing will ever change that. Seek me with all your heart. Do not let the distractions of life pull you away from the relationship I long to have with you. I want you to know me, to walk closely with me, to trust me in every season. Spend time with me daily, not out of obligation, but because your soul was made to be with me. The more you seek me, the more you will feel my presence. The more you trust me, the more you will experience the fullness of my love. I know there are moments when you wonder if I am near, when you question my plans for your life. But I am working in ways you cannot yet see. Hold on to me, my promises. I will lead you, strengthen you, and fill you with peace. Your future is secure in my hands, and I will never fail you. Now close your eyes and imagine my arms around you. Feel the warmth of my love, the security of my presence. You are safe with me. You are chosen. You are loved. You are mine. Walk forward in confidence, knowing that I go before you, beside you, and behind you. Nothing can separate you from my love, for you belong to me, now and forever. My hand is guarding you, and it will never let you go. I love you, and I will be with you always. I will not change my mind. I come to give you freedom. I fulfill my word. Please do not tell me you cannot believe me. Do not cling to the painful past. No longer allow thoughts of death to enter your mind. I will say it again. You belong to me. You are mine. And even if you have made the worst mistake, and those who were your friends feel offended, even if the whole world has rejected you and you feel like the universe is falling on you, this is the truth. I am your friend, your lawyer. I come to defend you and present the evidence so that you can be freed. You will leave the prison of depression. I will uproot the root of your desperation. I will cover you with oil of joy. I place my hands over your thoughts. Today I heal your life. Rest, cry, let it all out and tell me everything you are feeling. Speak it out loud, in silence. Say it or write it down. Stay still and let your thoughts flow. Today, your suffering ends. You don't have to wait for tomorrow. Right here in your room, I surround you with a loving embrace and heal you with my love. This is a miracle. You are hearing my voice. I am healing your soul. This is real. You are not imagining it. Now do your part. I want to see your faith and loyalty when you leave your house to face the day. I will change your face from sadness to joy, but don't resist it. Show the world your happiness. Heal your family with your beautiful smile. Greet everyone you meet with a respectful word. Go out with all the courage you have and shout to the world, "Here I am, my God has made me new. He has healed my heart and written His word on my soul." I am no longer a prisoner of despair. Raise your arms in victory and lift your voice. Don't be ashamed. Let people see you filled with courage and happiness. You will no longer be dragged down by criticism, and I will not let you sit and listen to their negative words. Live your life. Take care of your family. Value your spiritual life. Don't overlook this opportunity. You will no longer carry those burdens on your back. Now you can move toward your destiny with agility, and when you get tired, I will help you. I will lift you up with my arms if necessary, but nothing can stop you now. The enemy tried to destroy you with chains of the past, but I told you, you are mine. I came and rescued you. Now you have abundant life, and I give you the power to walk over the forces of evil, and nothing will harm you. Your home is free, your family is healed. The disputes and quarrels will end. I will ignite a light in your house that cannot be hidden, and people from the outside will see that my power is upon your home. Many families you know will also be touched and healed. But I must warn you, many won't understand that you are no longer the same person. They wanted to see you defeated, but now they will witness how I bless you, and they will be even angrier, cursing and crying. The poor and the foolish think their curses can harm you, but no evil has power over those I love. Let this be clear. Let them jump, shout, and twist if they want. If they want to repent of their evil, I will be here waiting to forgive them if they abandon their sin. Leave them to me. I will take care of them, but you focus on your life. I am opening the way for you to rise with patience and without haste to a supernatural spiritual level. Finally, you will live a clean, holy life, surrounded by mercy and grace. You will not sin with your tongue. You will not allow lies or malice in your home, and you will not let filthy things enter through your eyes to destroy your harmony. The storm is over. Give me your hand, and you will walk on the waters as I do. And if attacks come again, if you see dark clouds approaching and threatening storms, do not fear. Have confidence. I will hold you firmly so you do not sink. You will never return to the waters of despair. They will not harm you. The threats of the devourer have no power over you. I love you. Feel calm and safe under my holy protection. Come close to me. I do not want you to suffer. No, this is not the end. It is true that you are going through a difficult stage, but my love will sustain you. You will come out of this situation victorious and brave. Though your enemies want to destroy you, these trials will not kill you. They make you stronger as the night falls, and tears flow from your eyes. I see your pain and your deepest concerns. I understand your feelings, but there is no reason to abandon all you have achieved because of the many problems others have caused you. Take my hand. Let us walk on this path of faith. Allow me to examine your heart. I will give you discernment and help you make wise decisions in every area of your life. Today, as you feel confused, I ask you not to place all your trust in your own efforts. It is true that I have asked you to strive and be brave, but I don't want you to forget about me when you receive victory or think your blessings only come from your own talents. I hope you do not abandon me when you have tasted success. You are not weak or cowardly. You are brave. I can see it from my throne. You have changed so much, and people can see it too. Your way of being encourages others, and I will continue to bless you for your way of being, your faith, perseverance, and loyalty. You have a commitment to me, and I remind you of it once more. But I also like that you me through my promises, because every time I hear you, you make me so happy I feel the desire to bless you even more. Do not turn away from your problems. Do not lock yourself in a corner when affliction comes. If someone speaks ill of you, I give you the courage to face that person and make it very clear that you are not the same as before. Your heart has changed, and you no longer hold hatred against anyone. You are no longer controlled by resentment. You no longer use your tongue to hurt those who have wronged you. My power, vengeance is mine. Do not raise your hand against anyone, nor mock your enemies when they fall into despair. Do not be like them. Do not repeat their steps. If you lower yourself to their level, they will steal your courage, strike your plans, and ruin them. You stay on this straight path I have drawn for you. Do not stray. I will light your way with my light so you do not stumble. I will remove the stones from the path. When you feel tired, I will warm you with my love. Renounce your past so that I can transform your present and future. Leave your fears behind and open your arms to receive my blessing. The difficulty you are facing is a call to examine your dependence on me. It is a moment to release the burdens you carry and my supernatural provision. Through your experiences and needs, you will become a living testimony of my love and faithfulness. Those around you will see how I sustain you and provide for you in the midst of difficulties. Your life will be an example of, they will understand that I never leave my children alone. I love you so much, never doubt that. I want to fill you with joy and surprise you with supernatural miracles in your health, your family, your work, and in everything you do. Do not worry about the future. Instead, I want you to, my wisdom with every step you take. I instruct you to be a good steward of the resources I have entrusted to you. In times of lack, I give you these words of encouragement and provision, my love and care. Seek first my kingdom, and everything else will be added to you in abundance. Through your difficulties, I will strengthen you and transform you into a living testimony of my happiness. Keep your faith strong and hold on to this hope. In my eternal love, you will find the peace and fulfillment you long for. I do not want you to keep struggling with the same problems. There is enough joy, peace, and harmony for you, right here in my hands. Now rest in my presence and have faith in my perfect timing. I will answer you. I guide you to victory. I embrace you with my love. I fill you with hope. I come with affection. I extend my hand to you and joyfully say, let's walk together. There is nothing impossible for me. I will open fountains in the middle of your deserts. I will give you to drink from the living water that satisfies your soul. I will give you to eat from the honey of heaven. I will pour a divine encouragement over your heart that will never end. Rise up, take my holy hand, and walk. Let your family know. Prepare for happiness. You cannot imagine all the good that is coming. My Holy Spirit speaks to you in many ways, with gentle whispers. I will breathe divine breath into your heart. I will heal your soul with sweet words of love. Day and night, I will continue feeding your being with the truth that sets you free, so that you awaken and understand who you are, rising victorious over every problem. You are mine, my champion, warrior, victorious, loyal, and obedient. I give you courage and strengthen your arms as you march forward. I am attentive to your cry. I hear your tears. You have come early to seek me with pure and sincere faith. Your soul kneels, and you ask with confidence because you know I love you and that you will soon have my answer. Your heart has cried. You will be comforted. Your spirit is gentle and sincere. Your eyes will see me. I will not wait for you to come to my heavenly kingdom to show you my glory. You are already an heir of wonderful blessings. Right where you are, with your faith and loyalty, supernatural and powerful miracles will happen. I will give you the best of the wheat, the delicious divine honey. I will always provide more than you ask of me. Move forward. Do not stop. Many blessings are coming. Go out and meet them. By the time you reach the halfway point, you will already be ready to receive them. You have prayed so much and fought with all your strength. That is why you will be greatly blessed. Value this opportunity. You have life. I am giving you encouragement. Do not turn back. Pray and work with diligence and honesty. Give me your heart and your loyalty. Seek my face, and everything you need will be added to you. Listen to these messages every day without fail. Open your vessel, and I will fill it with faith and hope. When you go out to face the day and the matters of life, the enemy of your soul will do everything he can to destroy your faith, to undo your trust. He will try to shatter your spirit and trample on your life. But no one has more power than this holy and omnipotent God who loves you so much. The enemy wants to harm you, but he will always be frustrated in his attempts. His lies will have no effect. He will be defeated. All those who rise against you will be put to shame. I want you to feel in your heart what you truly are. Forget about the person the world tried to force you to be. You are not and were never a bad or negative person. You opened your heart to me, and I performed the miracle of your rebirth. So love yourself. Be courageous and face the challenges with determination, remaining faithful to my principles. Do not forget my commandments, but always I am your Father. If I received you with love when you lived in error, how much more will I receive you now? I am always waiting for you with open arms. If you are willing to leave your sin behind, you will receive forgiveness, and your mistake will be completely forgotten. Just as a little child who cannot yet speak rests and sleeps without fear, trusting that someone is watching over them and attending to their needs. So, give me your faith. This is the greatest offering you can bring me. Take these words inspired by my love, written with affection for you, the one who always hears me, who closes your eyes and decides to believe, not ashamed of your faith. Receive in every letter you hear this healing affection that tenderly embraces your heart. In the world, there is discouragement and hopelessness. People fight for a piece of bread, envy those who live in peace, feel wise and intelligent, but are never satisfied. They live anxiously, feel lost, seek 1,000 answers, follow false paths, but do not want to believe that there is an almighty God who loves them with eternal love and waits for them with affection. I have set my eyes on you because of your simple heart. You have remained by my side. You have not left, despite the mistakes you have made. You know well that nowhere else will you find this love and these open arms, ready to give you another opportunity. Be patient. Listen to these words daily. Give yourself the time, the space, and the place in the midst of your busy days. Do not worry about the future. Instead, my wisdom with every step you take. I will instruct you to be a good steward of the resources I have entrusted to you. In times of lack, I give you these words of encouragement and provision, my love and care. Seek first my kingdom, and everything else will be added to you in abundance. Through your difficulties, I will strengthen you and transform you into a living testimony of my happiness. Keep your faith firm and hold on to the hope that in my eternal love, you will find the peace and fullness you long for. I do not want you to keep fighting the same battles. There is enough joy, peace, and harmony for you right here in my hands. Now rest in my presence in my perfect timing. I will respond to you, guide you to victory, and embrace you with my love. I fill you with hope. I come with affection and extend my hand to you, joyfully saying, "Let us walk together." There's nothing impossible for me. I will open fountains in the midst of your deserts. I will give you to drink from the living water that satisfies your soul. I will give you to eat from the honey of heaven. I will pour divine encouragement over your heart that will never end. Rise up, take my holy hand and walk. Let your family know. Prepare for happiness. You cannot imagine all the good that is coming. My Holy Spirit speaks to you in many ways, with gentle whispers. I will breathe divine breath into your heart. I will heal your soul with sweet words of love. Day and night, I will continue feeding your being with the truth that sets you free, so that you awaken and understand who you are, rising victorious over every problem. You are mine, my champion, warrior, victorious, loyal, and obedient. I give you courage and strengthen your arms as you march forward. I am attentive to your cry. I hear your tears. You have come early to seek me with pure and sincere faith. Your soul kneels, and you ask with confidence because you know I love you and that you will soon have my answer. Your heart has cried. You will be comforted. Your spirit is gentle and sincere. Your eyes will see me. I will not wait for you to come to my heavenly kingdom to show you my glory. You are already an heir of wonderful blessings. Right where you are, with your faith and loyalty, supernatural and powerful miracles will happen. I will give you the best of the wheat, the delicious divine honey. I will always provide more than you ask of me. Move forward. Do not stop. Many blessings are coming. Go out and meet them. By the time you reach the halfway point, you will already be ready to receive them. You have prayed so much and fought with all your strength. That is why you will be greatly blessed. Value this opportunity. You have life. I am giving you encouragement. Do not turn back. Pray and work with diligence and honesty. Give me your heart and your loyalty. Seek my face, and everything you need will be added to you. Listen to these messages every day without fail. Open your vessel, and I will fill it with faith and hope. When you go out to face the day and the matters of life, the enemy of your soul will do everything he can to destroy your faith, to undo your trust. He will try to shatter your spirit and trample on your life. But no one has more power than this holy and omnipotent God who loves you so much. The enemy wants to harm you, but he will always be frustrated in his attempts. His lies will have no effect. He will be defeated. All those who rise against you will be put to shame. I want you to feel in your heart what you truly are. Forget about the person the world tried to force you to be. You are not and were never a bad or negative person. You opened your heart to me, and I performed the miracle of your rebirth. So love yourself, be courageous, and face the challenges with determination, remaining faithful to my principles. Do not forget my commandments, but always I am your Father. If I received you with love when you lived in error, how much more will I receive you now? I am always waiting for you with open arms. If you are willing to leave your sin behind, you will receive forgiveness, and your mistake will be completely forgotten. Just as a little child who cannot yet speak rests and sleeps without fear, trusting that someone is watching over them and attending to their needs. So, give me your faith. This is the greatest offering you can bring me. Take these words, inspired by my love, written with affection for you, the one who always hears me, who closes your eyes and decides to believe, not ashamed of your faith. Receive in every letter you hear this healing affection that tenderly embraces your heart. In the world, there is discouragement and hopelessness. People fight for a piece of bread, envy those who live in peace, feel wise and intelligent, but are never satisfied. They live anxiously, feel lost, seek 1,000 answers, follow false paths, but do not want to believe that there is an almighty God who loves them with eternal love and waits for them with affection. I have set my eyes on you because of your simple heart. You have remained by my side. You have not left, despite the mistakes you have made. You know well that nowhere else will you find this love and these open arms, ready to give you another opportunity. Be patient. Listen to these words daily. Give yourself the time, the space, and the place in the midst of your busy days. Many will envy you, rise up, trying to prevent you from receiving the blessings I have for you. Others will try to steal them, and you already know how these people are. Fearless and ungrateful, waiting for others to fight and work hard so they can take advantage and steal from them. They live miserably, feeding off talents that are not their own. But you, kneel down now, prepare your heart, and dedicate time to be surrounded by love. Raise your hands to the sky and cry out for wisdom. Guard your tongue, treat your family with kindness, and do not let any hidden sins stand between my spirit and your heart. Do not think that by hiding something from me, I will not know the struggles you are facing. I will pour out great blessings upon you and your family, but don't be surprised if you face opposition. But do not fear anyone. I am not blessing you to fill your life with problems. On the contrary, all the struggles you face will be temporary, and your enemies are already defeated. If you feel weak, if you know you have failed, right where you are, kneel and ask for forgiveness for your sin. I tell you truly, I will forgive you. Your spirit will be cleansed and ready to conquer the new land I will soon give you. I will prosper you. That is the truth. It is already written that my plans for you are for success. That's why I always ask you to be brave. Because with every blessing that comes, the enemy will raise his head and bring you situations and problems you do not have today. But you are very brave. You are not afraid of anyone's threats. You are not and never will be a coward. You are not one of those who only know how to cry when adversity comes and have no trust in their Heavenly Father who can deliver them. That is why I speak to you every morning, because I know your courage and strength, even though you face struggles and trials. But nothing will stop you. Keep going. Do not change. Keep growing in your faith. Receive more and more of my word, and you will see that I will continue blessing you. Just as your soul prospers, my work in your life is complete. I pour my love and my anointing over you here on earth. Your enemies fear you, and my angels defend you in the spiritual realm. In my presence, I have eternal life for you and a crown of victory to adorn your head. You do not walk alone, and even on those days when you hear bad news, when there are financial problems, lies, and betrayals, my presence covers you. I have made you stronger than the most precious diamond, stronger than steel. Keep moving forward. We are moving forward together. Resist. You can do it, because I live in your heart. You can wear a smile on your face in the midst of tribulation. The King of the universe is with you. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but you will not be shaken by the winds. The dangers will not frighten you. The conflicts will not defeat you. You will not be consumed by your emotions. The crowds are lost, suffering, and they cannot find the way out. But you have your refuge in your place of prayer. I ask you not to forget these words. Listen to them again, learn them, speak them to your soul. I am giving you a beautiful gift. You will carry yourself with the stature of a champion. People will see you as one of great authority, for your face will reflect the power of your Heavenly Father. Prepare yourself before stepping out to receive your blessings. Pray and think carefully about what you are going to say. Use the wisdom I have given you. Do not be afraid to speak up. Fight when you need to fight. Be silent when you must. But never cower when it comes to protecting your blessings and defending those you love. Watch over your family. Face without fear any coward who would try to destroy your home. I want you to be happy, to have peace. for your faith to be strengthened, for your heart to fear nothing, and for you to feel the assurance that I am always with you. Shout and write with joy, for I believe in you. Today I want to speak to you from the depths of my heart, with words of encouragement and love. I desire that this be a special moment in which your soul rests and your mind releases those pressures that sometimes make you cry. Listen carefully to my holy promises inspired by my Spirit to bring you healing, filled with wisdom and hope. I speak them with tenderness, engraving them in your heart with divine sweetness. They will take root, deep within, where no one will be able to tear them out. They will grow, bringing fruits of peace, changing your character, giving you shade beneath the sun, and bringing you divine dreams as you rest in my love. I want you to know how much I love you and how much you mean to me. Every beat of your heart is a reminder to me that you are deeply loved. Touch your chest and feel the rhythm. You are alive. You have allowed me in. Here I am, my presence filling your being. I have been waiting for this moment, waiting for you to open your heart, to invite me fully into your life. I have always been near, always knocking, always longing to draw you close. Now, as you welcome me, my love surrounds you, my peace settles within you, and my spirit moves through you. You are not alone. You are not empty. I am here, and I will never leave you. Breathe deeply and feel my presence. Let my love wash over you like a gentle stream, refreshing your soul, quieting your mind, and strengthening your heart. I delight in being with you, in filling the places within you that once felt hollow. My presence is not distant. It is within you, a constant source of strength, wisdom, and peace. You are my dwelling place, my chosen one. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be anxious, for I am your refuge. The more you seek me, the more you will recognize my voice, the more you will feel my guidance leading you forward. Spend time with me each day. Let our moments be sacred, a time of renewal and connection. The world will try to pull you in many directions, filling your mind with distractions and worries, but I call you to something greater. I call you to stillness, to rest in my embrace, to let my presence be the anchor of your soul. The more you make room for me, the more you will experience the depths of my love. My promises are true, my plans for you are good, and my presence will never fade. I know there are things you long for, prayers you have lifted up, dreams you are waiting to see unfold. I am working in ways beyond what you can see. Do not grow weary. Do not lose heart. My presence within you is the assurance that I am at work, shaping your future with my perfect wisdom. Keep trusting, keep believing, and keep holding on to my promises. I will not fail you. Now walk in confidence, knowing that I am with you. Wherever you go, whatever you face, my presence goes before you, stands beside you, and remains within you. You are never alone. I am here, now and always, filling your heart with my love, covering you with my grace, and leading you into the fullness of life I have prepared for you. From there, my Holy Spirit speaks to you. I have been, am, and will always be attentive to every step you take, always by your side. You can speak to me whenever you wish. My ears are always open, just in case you need something. I know your struggles and fears. I am aware of your dreams. I rejoice in knowing your desires. Your sincerity moves me, but your loyalty fills my heart with joy. I see the depths of your heart. I see your longing for me, your moments of honest surrender, the way you seek me with an open spirit. Your sincerity draws me near, and I am moved by your desire to know me more. But it is your loyalty, your steadfast commitment to walk with me even when the road is difficult, that brings me the greatest joy. In moments of trial, when your faith is tested, I see you choosing to trust me, I see you holding on to my promises, even when the answers do not come quickly. This is what fills my heart with joy, your unwavering devotion, your willingness to believe that I am working even in the unseen. I am not a distant God. I am here, walking beside you, strengthening you in every step. I delight in your faithfulness, and I bless those who remain close to me through every season. Seek me with all your heart. Do not let the distractions of this world pull you away from the relationship we share. Spend time with me daily, not just when you need answers, but because you desire my presence. When you draw near to me, I reveal more of my heart to you. The more you abide in me, the more you will experience the fullness of my love, my peace, and my joy. Your loyalty is not unnoticed. It is treasured. Every moment you choose to walk with me, you are growing, becoming stronger, and deepening your faith. I know that sometimes the journey feels long, and the waiting can be difficult, but I am leading you. Every prayer, every act of faith, every moment you spend in my presence is shaping you into who I created you to be. Do not lose heart. My promises are sure, and my plans for you are unfolding in perfect time. Stay close to me, and I will guide you into the beautiful future I have prepared for you. Now, rest in my love. Feel my joy over you. Know that you are seen, known, and deeply cherished. I am with you, holding you, blessing you. Keep your heart set on me, and I will fill you with strength, with hope, and with the peace that only I can give. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that your faithfulness is not in vain. It is the very thing that brings my heart the greatest delight. Your faith moves me to surround you with abundance and bless you even more. I see the way you hold on to my promises, even when circumstances seem uncertain. Your faith is precious to me, more valuable than gold. It is your belief in my goodness, your confidence in my love, that opens the door for greater blessings in your life. I delight in pouring out my favor upon you, not because you have earned it, but because you have chosen to walk by faith and not by sight. Come closer to me. Seek me with all your heart, not just for the blessings, but for the joy of knowing me more deeply. The more time you spend in my presence, the more you will recognize my hand at work in your life. I am not distant or indifferent. I am near, watching over you, preparing something greater than you can imagine. My plans are perfect, even when the path seems unclear. Every step of faith you take brings you closer to the abundance I have promised. Do not grow weary in waiting. I know there are things you have been praying for, dreams you are holding on to, and desires deep within your heart. I have heard every prayer, and I am working in ways beyond what you can see. My timing is always perfect. Be patient, my child, and do not let doubt steal your peace. I am a God of abundance, and I take joy in blessing my children. The good things I have prepared for you will come at the right time. Trust me with all your heart. Keep your faith strong, even in difficult moments. Do not let fear or worry overshadow my promises. When you walk with me, you will see my goodness unfold in ways you never expected. I will open doors no one can shut. I will provide in ways beyond your understanding, and I will fill your life with my presence. My love for you is unshakable, my provision is unending, and my blessings are overflowing. Now rest in my embrace. Let my peace fill your heart. You are not forgotten, not overlooked. I am with you, leading you into a future filled with my goodness. Keep believing, keep trusting, and watch as I surround you with my abundance. Your faith moves me, and I will never fail you. Listen carefully to what I command you. Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be dismayed, for I, the Lord your God, will be with you wherever you go. In this world you will face many trials, but take heart, for I am with you. There will be tribulations, moments when you will feel weak, fearful, and discouraged. My Holy Spirit dwells in your heart, and you can face any challenge that comes your way with confidence and determination. You are never alone. The power that raised me from the dead lives within you, guiding you, strengthening you, and equipping you for every step of your journey. You may feel weak at times, uncertain of what lies ahead, but I have placed my spirit within you, and with me you lack nothing. Come into my presence daily. Seek me with all your heart, and you will feel my spirit stirring within you. The more time you spend with me, the more you will recognize my voice, my peace, and my strength working in your life. The world may try to shake you, but you are unshakable in me. Challenges will come, but they will not overcome you. You are not defined by fear, by past failures, or by the opinions of others. You are defined by my love, my promises, and my presence within you. Do not be afraid of what tomorrow holds. I have already gone before you, clearing the way, making a path where there seems to be none. When difficulties arise, my spirit is your helper, your comforter, your ever-present guide. Lean on me and I will give you wisdom, and I will give you courage. Walk with me and you will never be without direction. Growth takes time, and the victories I have prepared for you will come in my perfect timing. Do not be discouraged if the road feels long or the answers seem delayed. I'm working in ways you cannot yet see, preparing blessings that will unfold in my divine order. Keep your heart open, your faith strong, and your spirit aligned with mine. I'm shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for something greater. Now, stand firm in faith. My spirit within you is greater than any challenge you will face. Walk with confidence, knowing that I am by your side. You are not weak, you are strong in me. You are not alone. I am dwelling within you. You are not defeated. You are victorious through my spirit. Keep seeking me, keep trusting me, and move forward in the power I have given you. Your future is secure in my hands, and I will never leave you. You are mine, and with me, you can face anything. In the spiritual realm, only the brave rise up. I have given you all my promises. I have made you wise and strong. When you face obstacles, I am your omnipotent God, the creator of the heavens and the earth. Nothing can defeat you when I am your way, your life, your truth. But the enemy attacks you from his darkness, shouting lies, trying to rob you of your peace. But you know whom you have believed, and your spirit is convinced that your Redeemer lives. He rises with power and defends you. The enemy flees in shame and retreats to his hiding place, trembling in fear. You cannot allow the darkness of sadness to trap you again. Do not listen to the lies that tell you you've been defeated in the corner of despair. That will not happen. Keep your head held high. No one will humiliate you. You belong to your omnipotent and sovereign God. You are mine. From the moment I breathed life into you, I claimed you as my own. You are not lost, not forgotten, not without purpose. I am your creator, your redeemer, your everlasting refuge. No force in heaven or on earth can take you from my hands. You are covered by my love, protected by my strength, and guided by my wisdom. Come to me and rest in this truth. Let go of the fears that try to shake you, the doubts that whisper lies into your heart. You are not defined by your failures, your past, or the uncertainties of life. You are defined by my love, my promises, and the purpose I have placed within you. When the world feels overwhelming, who you belong to, I am the Almighty God, the one who rules over all creation, and yet I call you my child. My love for you is endless. My presence is constant, and my plans for you are beyond what you can imagine. Seek me with all your heart. Do not let the distractions of this world pull you away from the relationship I long to have with you. Spend time with me daily, not just in moments of need, but because your soul was made for my presence. The more you seek me, the more you will recognize my voice. The more you will experience the depths of my peace. You are not meant to walk this journey alone. I am with you, leading you every step of the way. I know there are seasons when you wonder if I am near, when you question if I see your pain, but I am always working, always moving, always drawing you closer to me. The waiting is not wasted. It is preparing you, strengthening you, and deepening your faith. Do not lose heart. My promises are sure, and my plans for you are unfolding in my perfect timing. Hold on to me, and I will lead you into a future filled with my goodness and grace. Now stand firm in my love. You are not alone, not abandoned, not without hope. You belong to me, the omnipotent sovereign God who reigns over all, yet holds you tenderly in his arms. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that I am with you now and always. Trust me, seek me, and let my love be the foundation of your life. You are mine, forever and always. Though your eyes may not see me, your heart knows that I am true and real. The flame of your faith burns brighter each day. As you listen to my words, you are filled with a supernatural atmosphere. Who will defeat you? Not illness, not lack, not financial problems, not treacherous enemies, not proud tongues, not slander, not lies. I have poured my spirit of life upon you. I have lifted my banner of victory over you. Raise it now, high above. Bless those around you with your faith, so that people may see the mighty work I am doing in you. Those who did not believe in your worth and looked down upon you will see, and they will be ashamed. That day has come. Let me take your burdens and worries. There is nothing that can separate you from my love. Let this truth sink deep into your heart. No mistake, no failure, no fear, no darkness, nothing in all creation can remove you from my embrace. My love is not conditional, not based on what you do or fail to do. It is eternal, unshakable, and stronger than anything you will ever face. I have called you my own, and nothing will change that. Come to me just as you are. Do not hide. Do not let shame or doubt keep you from my presence. I already know every part of you, and still I choose you. I see your struggles, your moments of weakness, your silent tears, and yet, my love for you remains unchanged. I do not love you less when you stumble, nor do I love you more when you succeed. My love is perfect, constant, and complete. You are safe in me. Seek me with all your heart. Make space for me in your life, not just in moments of need, but in every season. The more time you spend with me, the more you will understand how deep my love truly is. My presence is your refuge. My words are your guide, and my promises will never fail you. When the world feels overwhelming, I am holding you close. When you feel lost, know that I am leading you home. I know there are times when you wonder if I am near, times when you question if my love is enough. But trust me, I am always working, always moving, always drawing you closer. The waiting is not wasted. It is shaping you, strengthening your faith, preparing you for the beautiful future I have planned for you. Hold on to my promises, for I am faithful. Now close your eyes and rest in my embrace. Feel the weight of my love surrounding you, filling every empty space within you. You are mine, and nothing will ever separate you from me. Walk in confidence, knowing that you are fully loved, fully known, and fully held in my grace. No matter where you go, no matter what you face, I am with you now and forever. I am here to guide you, protect you, and love you unconditionally, always ready with my arms open to console your soul and strengthen you. I am here to tell you again, be strong, be courageous. I see the battles you are facing, the challenges that weigh on your heart. I know the moments when fear whispers in your mind, when uncertainty tries to steal your peace. But hear me now. You're not alone. I am with you, standing beside you, strengthening you. You do not have to face this life in your own power. I am your refuge, your protector, your unfailing source of strength. Come to me and let my presence fill you with courage. When the road ahead seems unclear, when you feel too weak to continue, lean on me. I am the one who holds your future, the one who goes before you, making a way where there seems to be none. Do not be afraid, for I am fighting for you. I have already prepared the path. All you need to do is walk forward in faith, trusting that I will never leave you. Make time for me each day. The more you seek me, the stronger you will become. My words will be your shield, my presence your peace, and my promises your unshakable foundation. Do not allow doubt to take root in your heart. Stand firm, knowing that I am guiding you, equipping you, and leading you into a future filled with my goodness. The challenges you face now are not the end of your story. They are part of the journey I am using to strengthen your faith and prepare you for greater things. I know that waiting can be difficult, but I am working in ways you cannot yet see. Do not lose heart. Every trial, every delay, every obstacle is shaping you, refining you, and drawing you closer to me. I will fulfill my promises to you in perfect timing, even when the answers are not yet clear. My plans for you are good, and I am leading you toward blessings beyond what you can imagine. Now take a deep breath and rest in my love. Let my peace replace your fear. Let my strength fill your spirit. You are not weak. You are strong in me. You are not alone. I am holding you. You are not defeated. You are victorious. Walk boldly in faith, knowing that I am with you now and always. Be strong, be courageous, and walk with the assurance that my love and grace will always accompany you. You will not fear when you walk through paths of flames. You will not faint if the waters cover you. You will keep fighting. You will not give up. You will, my voice speaking to you, confirming that you are mine. You will fight the enemy with everything you have, to the last breath. You still have many years to live, hundreds of paths to walk, days and nights to bless those around you. A surprising and wonderful time awaits you. I see the longing in your heart, the prayers you have lifted to me, the dreams you have held close. Know this: I have not forgotten you. I am working in ways beyond what you can see, preparing blessings that will fill your life with joy and purpose. For what is coming will be greater than what you have imagined. Even in the waiting, I am moving, shaping, and guiding you toward a future filled with my goodness. Come close to me. Seek me not only for what I can give, but for who I am. The more time you spend in my presence, the more your heart will be prepared for the beautiful things I have in store. Make space for me each day, allowing my voice to be the one that leads you. When you walk closely with me, you will find peace in the waiting, strength in the unknown, and confidence in my promises. Do not be afraid of what is ahead. I go before you, and I will make the path clear in due time. I know that waiting can feel difficult, but I assure you, nothing is wasted. Every moment is part of my plan. Every delay has purpose, and every challenge is shaping you into the person I have called you to be. Hold on to my promises, and do not lose heart. The days ahead will bring unexpected joy, divine opportunities, and my hand working powerfully in your life. What you have prayed for, what you have longed for, is being prepared in my perfect timing. Let hope fill your heart. You are not forgotten, not overlooked. I am a God of abundance, and I delight in blessing my children. Keep walking by faith, trusting that I am leading you into something wonderful. Do not focus on what you cannot see. Focus on me, the one who holds your future in his hands. Now, take a deep breath and rest in my love. A beautiful and surprising time is coming. Hold on to faith, stay close to me, and watch as I unfold my plans in ways that will fill you with awe. Your best days are not behind you. They are ahead. Walk forward with joy, knowing that I am leading you into something far greater than you can imagine. But today I have declared what your attitude must be. Do not look back. Always look forward. I have the power to transform your past, your future, and your present. Nothing in your life is beyond my reach. Every wound from your past, every fear for your future, every struggle in this moment, I hold it all in my hands. I am not limited by time, by circumstances, or by human understanding. Where you see brokenness, I see restoration. Where you see mistakes, I see redemption. Where you see uncertainty, I see a future filled with my goodness. Come to me and let me work in your life. Do not hold on to the burdens of yesterday, the regrets that try to define you, the memories that weigh you down. I can redeem what was lost, heal what was wounded, and bring beauty from the ashes of your past. When you surrender to me, I take every piece of your story and use it for something greater than you can imagine. Trust me with your past, and watch how I turn it into a testimony of my grace. Do not fear the future. I've already gone before you, preparing the way. You may not see every step now, but I am guiding you, leading you into a future filled with hope. Let go of worry. Let go of doubt. My plans for you are good, and my promises will never fail. Walk with me, and I will show you the path of life, filled with my peace, my love, and my unshakable joy. In this present moment, I am here. I am not a distant God. I am near, surrounding you with my love, filling you with my presence. Take a deep breath and feel my peace settling in your heart. No matter what today brings, you are not alone. I am strengthening you, renewing you, and working in ways you cannot yet see. Spend time with me daily, and you will feel the weight of the world lift from your shoulders. The more you seek me, the more you will understand the depths of my love. Transformation takes time, but I am always working. My perfect timing. Do not lose heart. Do not grow weary. What I have planned for you is greater than what you have left behind. Keep your eyes on me, and I will lead you into a life filled with my goodness. Now, rest in my love. Let me heal your past, bless your present, and prepare your future. You are mine, and I will never stop working in your life. Trust me, walk with me, and watch as I transform every part of your story into something beautiful. I have the power to transform your past, your future, and your present. Nothing in your life is beyond my reach. Every wound from your past, every fear for your future, every struggle in this moment. I hold it all in my hands. I am not limited by time, by circumstances, or by human understanding. Where you see brokenness, I see restoration. Where you see mistakes, I see redemption. Where you see uncertainty, I see a future filled with my goodness and divine purpose. Come to me and let me work in your life. Do not hold on to the burdens of yesterday, the regrets that try to define you, the memories that weigh you down. I can redeem what was lost, heal what was wounded, and bring beauty from the ashes of your past. When you surrender to me, I take every piece of your story and use it for something greater than you can imagine. Trust me with your past, and watch how I turn it into a testimony of my grace and faithfulness. Do not fear the future. I have already gone before you, preparing the way. You may not see every step now, but I am guiding you, leading you into a future filled with hope, joy, and my unshakable love. Let go of worry. Let go of doubt. My plans for you are good, and my promises will never fail. Walk with me, and I will show you the path of life filled with my peace, my provision, and my unending love. In this present moment, I am here. I am not a distant God. I am near, surrounding you with my presence, filling you with my spirit. Take a deep breath and feel my peace settling in your heart. No matter what today brings, you are not alone. I am strengthening you, renewing you, and working in ways you cannot yet see. Spend time with me daily, and you will feel the weight of the world lift from your shoulders. The more you seek me, the more you will understand the depths of my love and the power of my transformation. Transformation takes time, but I am always working. My perfect timing. Do not lose heart. Do not grow weary. What I have planned for you is greater than what you have left behind. Keep your eyes on me, and I will lead you into a life filled with my goodness, my purpose, and my divine favor. Now rest in my love. Let me heal your past, bless your present, and prepare your future. You are mine, and I will never stop working in your life. Trust me, walk with me, and watch as I transform every part of your story into something beautiful beyond what you could have imagined. Do not settle for being like everyone else. I created you to be unique, to shine with a light that reflects my presence. You are not meant to blend in, to conform to the patterns of this world, or to live by the standards others set for you. I formed you with purpose, filled you with my spirit, and set you apart for something greater. You are my masterpiece, designed to walk in the fullness of the life I have planned for you. Come closer to me. Let my presence shape you, not the voices of the world. Seek me daily, and I will reveal to you the depth of who you truly are. When you spend time in my presence, you will find clarity, strength, and the confidence to walk the path I have prepared for you. Do not be afraid to be different. Do not be discouraged when others do not understand the journey I have set before you. I see you, I know you, and I am guiding you toward something far greater than you can imagine. Do not rush ahead or try to fit into a mold that was never meant for you. I am writing a unique story for your life, one that is filled with my love, my promises, and my divine purpose. Trust me even when the path seems uncertain. I am working in ways beyond what you can see. The world may tell you to follow its ways, to seek approval, to conform. But I call you to something higher. I call you to live with faith, with courage, and with unwavering. Becoming who I created you to be is a process, a journey of growth and discovery. Do not compare yourself to others, for my plans for you are different from theirs. Stay close to me, and I will lead you into a life of joy, peace, and fulfillment. Keep your heart open, your faith strong, and your eyes fixed on me. I am shaping you, refining you, and preparing you for something greater. Now walk boldly in my love. Do not settle for less than what I have planned for you. Embrace who you are in me. Stand firm in faith, knowing that you are chosen, loved, and set apart for my glory. Keep seeking me, keep trusting me, and watch as I lead you into the extraordinary life I created you to live. Your victory is assured if you hold on to this word and dare to be different. You are not a coward. You know whom you belong to, of the omnipotent God, and because of your commitment to live according to my will in a life of prayer, intercession, and serving others, I will bless you abundantly. Say with your lips, write it with your own hand. Bless me, Lord. Amen. My dear one, open your eyes and understand that this day is like no other. Long before the sun's first rays swept across the horizon, I envisioned this moment uniquely for you. Perhaps it feels ordinary, another sunrise, another duty, another cluster of burdens, but pause for a breath. Let my voice settle in your spirit, so you may grasp that I formed this day with love and intention, weaving into it hidden wonders you have yet to see. Right now, you might be sighing in exhaustion or feeling that faint chill of disappointment, musing, "Where is the miracle?" I invite you, before you step into the usual rush, to linger with me. Close your eyes for a second. Feel your heartbeat slow. Let your mind loosen its grip on yesterday's demands. Something profound is moving in the atmosphere around you, the stirrings of fresh beginnings, shining truths poised to break upon the shore of your life. If you truly listen, you will sense this subtle breeze of promise offering you rest, courage, and hope. I know what weighs on you. The attempts that feel in vain, the nights where you lay awake replaying regrets. But child, do you see how you're still here, breathing, able to greet a new morning? That alone proclaims that I'm not finished with you. You matter. Each soft breath, each fleeting moment, each choice you make has immeasurable worth in my eyes. Do not underestimate the power of simply continuing on. The world might say you are insignificant, but I, the one who fashioned every star, declare you a radiant gem. When you lose sight of your own value, remember this. My grace has appointed you to see this day for a reason no other person can fulfill. If you feel a spark in your heart, write, "Yes, I need," to mark your openness. You may not see the grand design yet, but I do. No detail is random. From every conversation to each obstacle that demanded your strength, nothing has fallen outside my careful orchestration. Today, I lift the curtain ever so slightly to reveal a turning point, an unexpected door that opens toward purpose and calm. My dear child, I urge you, don't step away. Listen until the last word, for only then will you fully grasp the significance of this day. I promise, each phrase that I speak will illuminate your path a bit more. I hear the sighs of your weary heart. I know the regrets that echo in your thoughts. Perhaps you wish certain words could be retracted or certain choices undone. But as dawn breaks, my mercies appear brand new. Yesterday's failings dissolve in the arms of grace. I bring forgiveness as an ever-flowing spring, washing away your shame, drawing you into fresh possibility. Let those burdens slip from your shoulders. You no longer have to be defined by missteps. Take hold of this moment. Step across the threshold of a renewed beginning. Decide now to let regret give way to healing. Yes, your trials are real. It's challenging to keep believing when bills mount or relationships fray. But even if you doubt it, I am there, cradling your anxious spirit, orchestrating details you've yet to notice. Child, watch carefully today for my subtle assurances. A friend's kind gesture, a sudden wave of comfort, a door opening where none seem possible. None of these things are coincidences. They are echoes of my love, softly telling you, you are not alone. Open your heart and watch as I align events and people for your good. I am summoning you closer, not a distant presence or a mere symbol, but the one who longs to be your refuge, the place of peace when storms rage. Bring your worries, tears, or confusion, and simply say, God, show me what to do. I'm listening. Always. Let this day be a sacred invitation to rest in my nearness. Will you let me hold you up so that you don't have to fight every battle alone? My beloved child, stay close and hear my heart. I see the weight on your shoulders, the heaviness in your eyes, the quiet sigh when you believe no one is listening. I understand the silent heartaches, the times you have questioned whether your prayers floated into emptiness. But know this, I am never distant from you, never unmoved by your tears. I am here gently guiding each step, whispering my assurances into your soul. Even in moments where you wonder if there is any greater design behind it all, my presence encircles you like a quiet canopy of hope. You may not fully grasp the plan, but trust that I, who fashioned the galaxies, have not overlooked a single detail of your life. This day carries a promise, one that ripples with possibility. Every small decision holds significance. No seed of compassion or act of kindness is wasted. I carefully watch how you respond to those who need grace, how you show mercy even when you feel your own reserves are running low. In those gestures of love, you reflect my heart to a world thirsting for genuine compassion. Yes, you may feel imperfect or weak, but my strength is revealed precisely in your humanness. When you acknowledge your need for me, your life becomes a canvas upon which I can paint my brightest colors: hope, renewal, forgiveness, and peace. Pause now and breathe in the moment. I have set my love upon you in ways you cannot fully comprehend. Do you feel that subtle stirring inside, as if a soft breeze has lifted your spirit? That is my spirit reminding you that your destiny is not shaped by random events, but by my unwavering love. Lift your head, dear one, for every breath is marked by purpose. I watch over your household, your ambitions, your fears, and I hold them all in my capable hands. If your heart aches for my favor, declare it openly. You have nothing to lose by saying, "Yes, I need," for it is an honest admission of a humble soul ready to receive. Even now, I sense the regrets you carry. Perhaps there were words you wish you could unsay, relationships you wish you had nurtured better, or seasons where disappointment led you astray. But I do not stand above you counting your failures. I stand beside you, eager to reveal a new horizon. Let shame dissolve in the warmth of my mercy. You are still here, which means there is more for you. Open the door to forgiveness, both receiving it and offering it to those who wronged you. In that act, you release the chains tethering you to the past. I have woven threads of redemption into your story, turning even your stumbles into points of grace that can shine for all to see. Yes, there will always be those moments when you wonder how things will work out, when your mind replays the same worries over and over. But recall my voice, the one who calls you beloved, saying, "I make a way through deserts. I create rivers in barren lands." That is who I am. Even when the outward circumstances appear unchanged, I am shifting the landscape behind the scenes. Sometimes breakthroughs come through gentle realizations, a newfound patience with someone who tests your limits, an unexpected apology, mending old wounds, or a swift solution to a financial burden you thought was unsolvable. I delight in surprising you with the quiet brilliance of my goodness, so your faith can blossom in ways you never anticipated. My dear child, let me remind you that you are never alone. I do not reside behind a high wall waiting for you to prove your worth. I reach out and pull you close because my heart longs to be your refuge. When life's storms batter against you, I'm the solid shelter that cannot be shaken. When anxiety prowls at night, I'm the keeper of your rest, calming the roar of anxious thoughts so you can sleep in peace. When you lose hope, I ignite it anew, gently placing before you reasons to keep pressing on. The supportive words of a friend, the laughter of someone you hold dear, or the unwavering bond of family you had almost forgotten. In this very moment, sense the soft light I am shedding over your life. Choose to trust that a divine hand orchestrates your circumstances for good. Let your worries bow to my authority. You have tried carrying burdens meant for me to lift. Set them at my feet now. Release your grip on the outcomes and watch how I transform stress into serenity, confusion into clarity. Child, my yearning is for you to know the depth of my love, not just as a passing sentiment, but as an unbreakable bond that holds you through every season. I see your concerns about the future, the uncertain path of a career, the fragile condition of finances, the question marks hovering over your dreams. But look at the birds in the sky. They do not hoard or labor anxiously, yet I feed them. And you, my treasure, mean so much more to me than they. Calm your racing mind. I am the one who spun stars into the universe, and I can certainly guide you to the path best suited for your talents, your calling, and the gifts I have laid deep within your spirit. You need not do this alone. Let me lead one step at a time. In each step, you will see evidence of my hand, as I open the right doors and close the wrong ones for reasons that will one day make perfect sense. Today is more than a block on your calendar. It is a fresh canvas upon which I long to paint my glory. Surrender your heart to me, and I will fill it with color, vibrancy that draws others to hope. Your story is like a tapestry, rich with threads of sorrow, yes, but also interwoven with strands of joy, perseverance, and transcendence. Sometimes all it takes to see a new pattern emerge is to yield to the process, trusting that my design is always unfolding, even when you cannot see the full picture from your current vantage point. If your soul resonates with these promises, hold them close. Refuse to let cynicism steal what I am planting inside you. Doubt and fear may try to creep in, whispering, "Surely this is too good to be true." But reject that lie. I am the same one who placed the sun in its orbit and told the ocean how far it could roll ashore. I have not lost my power or my compassion. My desire is to draw you near every moment of your life so you can live free from the weight of condemnation. When sorrow lingers on your doorstep, I stand ready to comfort. When uncertainty grips your mind, I am the still, small voice telling you, I have gone before you. Child, let today be a testimony of my unwavering commitment to you. Embrace it, walk confidently in it, and remember you have an anchor that steadies your soul. Understand that my devotion is not hinging upon your perfection. I cherish you because you are mine. Even in your flaws, my love remains constant. Let that truth become the rock you stand upon. And as you move through your routine, be it chores, work, phone calls, or tasks that feel mundane, let each duty become an opportunity to reflect my character, a moment to shine kindness, to speak words of life, or to lift someone else's burden. In these everyday acts, you reflect my heart more than you know. The more you listen, the more you will comprehend why this day, and every day, matters. If you have found encouragement here, do not keep it locked away. Share it in a simple gesture, whether by a kind word or by sending these promises to someone who needs them. When you illuminate another's path, you reinforce the light shining on yours. Let me whisper more deeply into the corners of your spirit. You've wished you could rewrite the past, but I say, look to the present and onward. Yesterday's pages have been turned, but you live in the chapter called Today, where each line can usher in transformation. In my eyes, you stand at the threshold of boundless grace. No matter how towering your mistakes, my forgiveness surpasses them all. Guilt and shame? Leave them behind. They have no rightful place in a heart I have chosen for renewal. You are not defined by your low points, but by the glorious truth that I chose you, even before your first breath. I know that this world can bruise your dreams, making you wary of future hopes. Yet I assure you, your dreams are not wasted when offered to me. I plant new seeds of possibility in the soil of heartbreak, reminding you that from sorrow can spring the sweetest blooms. Keep trusting, keep believing, and you'll see how my touch can resurrect dreams you believed were long dead. Persevere, beloved, for perseverance refines you like gold in the fire, forming resilience where there was once only fear. I also see how some people around you misunderstand your heart, questioning your motives or undermining your confidence. But their words do not overshadow my truth. I see you fully, your hidden battles, your silent prayers, your quiet yearning to do good. Let me be the voice that affirms your worth. Let me be the strong tower you run to when others cast doubt on your intentions. I am your champion, the one who speaks blessing over your life when others may speak negativity. So don't allow bitterness to grow. I promise you, the moment you fix your gaze on me, you rise above even the fiercest waves of human criticism. If old wounds rise to the surface, that does not mean you have regressed. Sometimes healing unfolds in layers, gently coming to light so that I can apply my balm over deeper scars. Trust my timing. Let me address each ache, each painful memory with my compassionate touch. In my presence, no sorrow is ignored. Little by little, you will see how I can take what was meant to tear you apart and weave it into a testimony that brings you strength and others hope. Those who belittled you or doubted your calling will one day marvel at what I've done in you, and perhaps even seek the same comfort for themselves. Remember, my power is made perfect in your weakness. You do not have to pretend to be invulnerable. Let your honest prayers rise to my throne. I'm frightened. I'm exhausted. I'm overwhelmed. In that raw sincerity, I move swiftly. By your willingness to be open, I fortify you. Child, your tears are precious. Not a single one rolls down your cheek without my notice. I collect them in my everlasting memory, using each drop to water the seeds of resilience and empathy that blossom within you. Yes, in your heartbreak, you learn compassion for others who, too, walk through valleys of shadow. Know also that I rejoice in your smallest victories, those moments you are proud of, but assume no one else notices. When you choose patience instead of anger, or empathy over indifference, I see and celebrate. Heaven itself resounds with joy whenever you reflect my character. So do not be disheartened if the world seems to move on without recognition. Remember that I see beyond outward achievements, straight into the content of your heart. Your quiet, everyday faithfulness is the foundation on which I build remarkable testimonies. You may be thinking, is there truly a plan to my days, or are they just passing into oblivion? But my beloved, each day is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of your life. Even if you consider some strokes as messy or unrefined, I, the master artist, know exactly how to blend them into your ultimate design. Imagine stepping back and looking at the grand painting of your lifetime. There you will understand how every season, trial, victory, and heartbreak contributed to the vibrancy of who you are becoming in me. Choose peace today by reminding yourself that my love is not based on performance. My devotion to you is absolute, anchored in who I am, not in how flawlessly you execute each task. Let me handle the results. Offer your work, your relationships, your dreams like a child offers a painting to a parent. Even if the paint smudges, I see beauty, value, and progress. Rest in that assurance. Let that truth calm the endless striving and hush the inner critic that says not good enough. I designed you with a specific purpose that no one else can fulfill, quite like you. Your personality, your story, your talents are not random. They were sculpted by my own hands to reflect an aspect of my creativity. Thus, do not envy another's gifts. Instead, celebrate them. Envy leads to bitterness, which poisons the soul, but gratitude expands your heart. Recognize that you too have been entrusted with blessings. Sometimes they may appear modest in your own estimation, but in my eyes, they shine with potential beyond measure. When you wander from me, I never cease looking for you. Like a shepherd retrieving a lost lamb, I hold out my arms, prepared to carry you back to safety. Your wandering does not cancel my plan, but it can delay your joy. Return to me quickly. Let faith guide your steps rather than guilt. Guilt is a weight that cripples, but conviction leads you to honest change. Understand that my correction always aims to restore, not to condemn. I correct because I love you and want to spare you the heartache of empty pursuits. Feel free to meet me in the early morning hush or the late night stillness. Whisper your thanks, or shout them if you wish. I simply delight in your willingness to reach out. When you do, I respond with comforting presence. I pour wisdom into your mind, shining beams of clarity upon decisions that seem too tangled to unravel. Your spirit becomes receptive to my direction, and suddenly new insights bloom, accompanied by a calm certainty that you are walking hand in hand with the one who never fails. Dear one, saturate your home with expressions of gratitude. Speak words of blessing in your household and see how harmony begins to take root. Let my name be honored. Celebrate small triumphs. Share testimonies of provision. When you fill the atmosphere with praise rather than complaint, my peace settles like a warm blanket, covering each family member with the reassurance that I am deeply involved in your home. Watch how negativity loses its foothold in such an environment, and how hope flourishes in its absence. I have heard the echoes of your pleas. Lord, I am doing my best, but it seems the doors remain closed. Take courage. I often shield you from doors that would lead you astray or burden you more than bless you. Other times I allow a closed door simply to grow your faith, urging you to knock again or to discover a different pathway I have prepared. Patience does not mean passivity. It means trusting my pace. In due season, I will open the right opportunities, the ones that align perfectly with your calling. In the meantime, use each waiting period to deepen your trust. Patience refines your character like gold in a furnace. When sorrow tries to nestle in your heart, remember that morning always comes after night. The darkest hours are not permanent, and my promise is that I am a God of new beginnings. Cry if you need, but do so with hope, knowing that tears often cleanse the path for what is yet to be. I have stored up wonders for you, moments of breakthrough, sweet reunions, restoration of what felt lost forever. Even as I speak, I am sculpting an unshakable testimony of my grace in your life. One day, you will look back and marvel at how even the bleakest episodes led you closer to me. Yes, there are those who refuse to see my hand and walk away, choosing cynicism over faith. But do not let their skepticism dampen your own. Stand firmly. Let your life be a light so radiant that it pierces through the shadow of their doubt. If they envy the blessings I have given you, do not react with pride. Instead, respond with humility. Show them mercy and love. Through your compassionate spirit, you may become the vessel through which I reach them. I also desire that you receive the blessings I have prepared without guilt or shame. When I open windows of abundance, whether financial, relational, or spiritual, accept them freely. I bless you so that you, in turn, can bless those around you. Share generously from the overflow. In doing so, you echo my own heart, which is always eager to provide for the needy. A closed fist cannot give or receive, but an open hand can do both. Now, dear one, let me assure you of this. Though you may see chaos swirling on the horizon, in personal matters, in news stories, or in global events, I hold all timelines in my eternal grasp. My voice can quiet the raging storms. My love can dissolve hatred. No darkness has ever been able to extinguish the light of my truth. Let hope anchor you, not in illusions, but in the unwavering promise that I ultimately redeem all things. Take one more steady breath and hold fast to my words. Draw near to me. Let each day's fresh mercies be the nourishment your soul craves. I am calling you deeper. Allow your faith to widen. Speak it aloud even when your human eyes see no sign of resolution. I trust you, God, whispered in sincere belief, carries immense power. When you place your life in my hands, your perspective shifts. Suddenly, the trials become stepping stones, each leading you to a vantage point from which you can behold how perfectly I have woven your story. And if ever your courage wavers, look back and remember the battles already won. Let them be the memorial stones that remind you. I do not abandon my children. Remember that I invite you to come just as you are. Don't wait until you have everything neatly sorted or until you feel strong enough. My door is open now, arms wide and welcome. I will fill your emptiness with my completeness, your sorrow with my joy, your uncertainties with my unwavering assurance. This day is my gift to you. Treasure it, explore it, and discover my fingerprints in every corner. And as you move forward, Always remember you are precious, you are chosen, and my love for you is beyond measure. Listen, dear one, for I want to impart to you a deeper understanding of how I work within the tapestry of your life. You often see only fragments of the broader design, but I behold every thread, past, present, and future, interwoven into a purposeful masterpiece. Consider how each season has contributed to your growth. The stretches of stillness taught you the value of rest, while the storms compelled you to lean on my sustaining strength. The moments of radiant blessing revealed glimpses of my goodness, and the seasons of pruning, though painful, shaped you into a vessel prepared for even greater favor. Nothing was wasted. Every peak and valley brought you here, to a place where my divine presence can be tasted and known with renewed intimacy. Remember the days you felt abandoned, when prayers seemed to echo without answer. Yet, in the silence, I was fashioning something precious within you: endurance, trust, and faith that stands regardless of immediate results. Often I respond in ways beyond human expectation. An unanticipated phone call that mends a rift, a sudden door of opportunity that ushers you into a season of breakthrough, or a gentle whisper in your dreams that provides clarity where there was only confusion. My methods are not confined by what is logical. I specialize in making a way where none seemed possible. Now look at yourself, at the hope stirring in your heart. That spark is no accident. I have kindled it so that you would learn to hope beyond your limitations. Even if you are surrounded by voices of negativity, by circumstances that suggest all is lost, your heart can still cling to the anchor of my promises. Indeed, the world may point to facts, but I declare truth. I am He who holds dominion over all. Facts can change. My sovereignty endures. As you cling to me, I reveal vantage points from which each obstacle becomes an occasion for triumph, and each sorrow transforms into a canvas for my restorative power. Child, be assured that adversity does not negate my presence. Sometimes you wonder if pain signifies my distance or displeasure. On the contrary, even the darkest trial can serve as a crucible, purifying and refining your faith until it gleams like the purest gold. Do not forget, my son walked the road of suffering, and through that path love was revealed more powerfully than any earthly victory could demonstrate. In your struggles, I am shaping the compassionate parts of your heart, making you a wellspring of empathy for others who are weighed down by similar burdens. By experiencing trials, you gain the precious capacity to reach out and lift others up, testifying that there is a light that no darkness can overshadow. When doubts come, and they will, speak my words of life over your mind. Declare that you are not alone, that I am who I am, unchanging in my affection and commitment to you. Push back against the voices that aim to tear you down, for I have never called you worthless or hopeless. Instead, I have called you beloved, chosen, and worthy of every promise I have spoken. Whatever you think disqualifies you, your past mistakes, your perceived shortcomings, I have already accounted for in my infinite grace. In fact, I often call those who feel least equipped, so that my power is undeniably displayed in the face of human frailty. Know that you have the authority to shift the atmosphere around you. When you speak life, you release hope into the hearts of those who hear. When you act in kindness, you reflect the posture of my own heart, sowing seeds of restoration in barren ground. Your prayers are not merely wishes cast into the wind. They are spiritual declarations that align with my will. Each time you pray in faith, be it for healing, provision, or reconciliation, you kindle a heavenly response. It may not always manifest on your timetable, yet trust that no plea goes unheard, and I am always working the outcome for good. Feel the reassurance that runs deeper than any emotion. My spirit dwells with you to counsel, comfort, and empower. Cultivate sensitivity to that divine nudge within, whether it manifests as a sense of peace directing your steps, a sudden check in your spirit that cautions you away from a harmful choice, or a burst of unexpected encouragement that sets your heart at ease. This guidance is tangible proof of how intimately I involve myself in your day-to-day living. Let it lead you into decisions anchored in wisdom, compassion, and love. Observe the people I have strategically placed in your life. Some teach you humility, others strengthen your resolve, and still others challenge your perspective so that you might grow. Not every individual will remain for the entire journey, but each encounter leaves a trace of experience and insight. Sometimes I remove people who no longer align with your destiny, or who threaten to pull you away from my path. This might sting, but trust that if I prune a branch, it is to ensure abundant fruit in due season. Release resentment and cling instead to gratitude for the lessons learned. You're not walking a random path. Each day is a deliberate brushstroke on the canvas of my higher purpose. When tasks appear mundane, shift your focus. Invite me into each moment. A conversation with a friend, a quiet afternoon of reflection, a challenging project at work. I can infuse significance where you see monotony. There is beauty in simply doing the next right thing, step by step, with a heart tuned to my whispers. Rather than constantly chasing the extraordinary, discover how the ordinary becomes extraordinary when it's touched by my presence. Indeed, a time of elevation is on the horizon. Be watchful that your heart remains pure, for ascension can tempt you toward pride. I desire that you carry humility as your banner, recognizing that every good thing flows from my hand. Let gratitude guard your mind, so you do not slip into boasting. The platform, the promotion, the influence, whatever form your breakthrough takes, exists to shine my light, not to exalt self. In this posture of humility, you will find lasting joy, and the blessings I pour out will not become a source of downfall, but rather a means for you to serve more effectively. Remain steadfast in prayer, particularly for those you love. Intercede for your family with confidence. There is power in the petitions you lift for your spouse, your children, your parents, and even those who have wronged you. Intercession stirs my heart because it mirrors my own, a heart of compassion that seeks the redemption of every soul. At times, the enemy sows division, sowing seeds of discord that pit hearts against one another. But when you pray, you step into spiritual warfare with the unstoppable might of my word at your disposal. You stand in the gap, bridging strife with love, offense with forgiveness, and despair with living hope. You might ask, but how can I pray effectively? Child, come as you are. If you're weary, pray with honest tears. If you're rejoicing, pray with songs of praise. If you're confused, pray with earnest questions. I love sincerity. I do not require perfectly scripted words or lengthy speeches. The posture of your heart, humble, authentic, reliant on me, matters infinitely more. Once you pour out your soul, stay still for a moment. Let me speak. Too often you rush away, never listening for what I long to share in response. Make room, and you will find that I have gentle truths to whisper, guidance to impart, and reassurance that your prayers have indeed touched my throne. Look up, dear one. The horizon is more luminous than you suspect. You may have spent so long in valleys that you forgot the expansiveness of the sky. But watch how I lift your spirit and broaden your perspective. Dreams you thought were permanently shelved might reawaken. Talents you never utilized might find new expression. Doors you believed to be sealed might open effortlessly under my hand. Nothing is too complex for me, and no heart is too battered for me to mend. I am the God who breathes life into dry bones, who turns weeping into laughter. Your joys will multiply and your pain will diminish in my presence. Still, let me warn you, guard your spirit against bitterness and envy. These corrosive thoughts stand in direct opposition to my calling of love. When you see others excel, celebrate with them instead of lamenting what you lack. When you see blessings pouring into another's life, let your heart fill with gratitude that I am actively at work in the world. Do not let yourself be tricked into believing that my abundance is limited or that I measure my blessings by comparing one life to another. You have your own unique assignment. Embrace it wholeheartedly. This day, I also beckon you to reflect. Are you clinging to grudges that weigh heavily on your heart? My child, how can you move forward when the anchor of unresolved offense holds you back? I'm not suggesting you minimize hurt or injustice, but I do urge you to hand those wounds to me. I will administer healing so you can walk unencumbered by bitterness. In forgiving, you break invisible chains that keep your spirit from rising to the fullness of freedom I desire for you. Understand that forgiveness benefits you as much as, if not more than, the one you pardon. It aligns your heart with mine, opening the floodgates of healing and peace. As you navigate your next steps, whether it's choosing a new career path, pursuing an educational dream, or mending fractured relationships, let the assurance of my presence guide each decision. Bring every concern to me in prayer, listen for my prompting, and move with courage. Even if the way forward seems uncertain, remember that I see the end from the beginning. I would never lead you off a cliff. I lead you into life, purpose, and abundance. The greatest act of faith you can demonstrate is to follow me, even when your senses cannot confirm the outcome. When the world's turbulence troubles your heart, conflicts, turmoil, news that spews fear, tether your soul to my steadfast nature. I am unshakable. I am the rock of ages, unfazed by the storms of society. Let that truth calm your anxiety. I hold you, and I hold the world. Though chaos rages, my story moves steadily toward renewal. Let your voice in times of crisis be a voice of hope, pointing others to an eternal perspective that transcends the fleeting headlines of any era. I have overcome all things, and I will see my purposes fulfilled, no matter how tumultuous the present moment appears. Take comfort, too, in the reality that I am neither blind to your tears nor deaf to your cries for help. Through every disappointment, every letdown, every pang of heartache, I remain your closest companion. Others may let you down, but I never shall. If you find yourself in that midnight hour of despair, call upon me with all you have left, your voice quivering, your eyes stinging with tears. And I will be there, as I always have been. In ways both subtle and dramatic, I will reveal my love. It might come through an unsuspecting encouragement, a verse that leaps off the page, or a sudden surge of peace that permeates your chest. It may be no more than a gentle conviction that everything will be all right, because I am the one who says so. My promises are not hollow phrases. They are living assurances. I keep my word. In the fullness of time, you will see the harvest of seeds planted by faith. Stand firm. I know you grow weary, but recall the times I strengthened you when you had no reserves left. I have never left you destitute. Cling to my reliability. Allow that track record to inspire confidence in my future provision. Just as I have seen you through the wilderness before, so I will guide you through the unknown spaces of tomorrow. Even now, I see the reflection of my light shining in your eyes, a testament that you are reading these words not by chance, but because I purpose this moment. Perhaps your spirit needed these exact sentences to spark a fresh wave of hope. That is, my hand at work. When you share these words through your own testimony or in comforting another soul, you spread that hope like seeds in the wind, never fully knowing where they might take root. But trust that I do, and that I will nurture every seed in due season. If you find blessing in this message, let it be fuel for action. Offer generosity to those around you. You might not have great riches in your hands, but you can still share kindness, encouragement, and prayer. When my blessing flows through you, it multiplies. touching households, communities, and even strangers you may never meet. In the economy of heaven, nothing done in love is ever wasted or overlooked. I see it all, and I reward not because you earn it, but because giving is an intrinsic part of my nature, and you, made in my image, mirror that nature beautifully when you bless others. Hold these promises close, dear child. They are anchors in the swirling currents of life. You might be battered by waves, but you will not drown. You might be pressed on every side, but you will not be crushed. You might face moments of heartbreak, but they will not define you. Remember always, I knit you together with a purpose. Your life is of infinite value, and my plan for you is guided by an unshakable love. Keep moving forward, step by step, hand in my hand, and let your faith blaze like a beacon so that others can navigate by your radiant trust in me. I ask you to linger with me, to keep your heart open for the remaining words I have to say. Each line is meant to draw you deeper into the realization that you are deeply, profoundly, wondrously loved. If your soul resonates, press on to the end, for in that fullness, you will comprehend the enormity of my affection for you and the unstoppable tide of grace waiting to carry you into a future bright with promise and guarded by my everlasting embrace. My precious one, let your heart be fully open to the depths of my love that I long to pour into every corner of your life. From before you took your first breath, I have pursued you with a love so strong that it transcends human understanding. When weariness knocks on your door, attempting to rob you of joy, lean into me. Let my presence envelop you like a comforting, warm cloak that shields you from the storm. I never intended for you to shoulder every burden alone. Place them at my feet and watch the heaviness lift. Sometimes you cling so tightly to your worries that you forget it is my hand, not yours, that carries the universe. Uncurl your fingers, child. Give me your anxieties and trust that my sovereign power is enough to sustain you. You may wonder why life's trials come in waves, why some chapters of your journey feel like valleys shrouded in shadows. Yet, even in darkness, I am there, meticulously teaching you how to walk by faith, not by sight. In these valleys, you learn to lean upon my everlasting arms, discovering that my grace flows mightiest when circumstances are bleak. Though tears may stain your pillow at night, joy still waits to greet you in the morning. I promise every tear is observed, every sigh recorded. No sorrow is trivial to me. Let your lament become an avenue of communion. Let your tears be the language that unburdens your soul before me. You do not grieve alone, for I am the God who weeps with those who weep and rejoices with those who rejoice. Take note, too, of how you have grown. You may not notice it day by day, but step back and observe the bigger picture. The humility that took root when pride threatened to overshadow your spirit. The patience that strengthened after enduring countless delays. The compassion birthed out of your own heartbreak, equipping you to comfort others. These are not accidental developments. They are fruit, evidence of my hand molding you into a reflection of my heart. When you feel as though your efforts to become better are futile, recall that I am patient. I do not demand instantaneous perfection, but rather a willing spirit that surrenders daily to my guidance. Little by little, I sculpt you into a masterpiece that mirrors my character more brightly. Look at the circle of people in your life, those who love you, and even those who test your patience or misunderstand you. Each one has a role in the tapestry of your destiny. Extend grace freely, remembering that you too have received grace upon grace. Sometimes those who irritate or wound you are opportunities in disguise, chances to practice forgiveness, empathy, and unconditional kindness. You are never truly powerless in the face of someone else's negativity. You can respond with compassion. Such acts are not signs of weakness, but declarations of a heart shaped by divine love. In so doing, you illuminate who I am to a world often hardened by fear and distrust. You ask whether your dreams align with my will, fearful that you might pursue something contrary to my plans. Beloved, lay those dreams upon my altar. If they are from me, they will be refined, purified, and returned to you stronger than before. If they are not, I will gently redirect you, opening new possibilities that better suit the destiny I have etched in your heart. Look for my confirmations, words that resonate in your spirit, alignment of timing, doors that open in ways you could not have orchestrated alone. Trust that I desire to partner with you in shaping your future, not to stand as a distant observer who merely approves or disapproves of your endeavors. When isolation stings, when it seems as though no one comprehends the battles you face, take solace in my unending companionship. My presence transcends the boundaries of time, place, and circumstance. In the stillness, you can hear the quiet echo of my love. In the noise, you can sense the steady pulse of my unwavering devotion. If you doubt this, look back at the times I carried you through what seemed insurmountable odds. Your memories hold testimonies of my faithfulness. Those recollections are not random artifacts of the past. They are beacons of hope intended to remind you that I have never abandoned you, and I will not start now. Yes, child, this journey is often unpredictable. The path you tread may twist unexpectedly, forcing you to navigate uncertainties. But I say to you, fear not. My word is a lamp to your feet, guiding you step by step. The entire road ahead may not be illuminated at once, but trust that each segment unfolds as you faithfully walk forward. In my wisdom, I sometimes conceal the full picture so that you learn to cling to me. If you saw every bend and turn, you might rely on your own abilities, forfeiting the wonder and security of walking hand in hand with me. Cultivate a heart of worship. Worship is not merely singing songs or reciting verses. It is the posture of bowing your entire self before me in gratitude and reverence. In worship, you learn to see beyond yourself, beyond your needs, your ambitions, and catch a glimpse of my magnitude. From that vantage point, problems that appeared colossal diminish in the light of my vast power and glory. True worship shatters the illusion of self-sufficiency. It awakens your spirit to my nearness, saturating your life with a sense of awe that transforms even the most mundane tasks. Let your words echo the kindness of my spirit. Whether in moments of tension or peace, consider each syllable you speak as a seed planted in someone else's heart. Speech can bless or wound, uplift or discourage. Choose life in your every utterance. Offer forgiveness generously, giving others permission to move beyond their mistakes. Offer wisdom gently, teaching in love rather than pride. The world is flooded with voices of critique and complaint. Your gentle, gracious words can stand out like a beacon of my truth. And remember, it is in the quiet hum of daily life, in the unremarkable tasks and small conversations, that your character is most evidently shaped. Never underestimate the power of consistent prayer. When you pray for someone who seems resistant or lost, you join my spirit in warfare for that person's soul. Persist, even when there appears to be no change, for I operate on a timeline beyond your immediate perception. Your steadfastness in prayer is the spiritual soil in which breakthroughs sprout. Prayer is not a last resort, it is your greatest privilege and weapon. Think of how creation came into being through my spoken word. So too do your prayers, aligned with my heart, carry creative power to bring forth hope where despair once reigned. In times of trial, resist the urge to isolate yourself from healthy community. I designed relationships to be avenues of mutual support, healing, and joy. Even the strongest believers stumble under isolation's weight. Yes, it is true that some might misunderstand or judge you harshly, but do not let that deter you from seeking connection. There are those who will stand by your side, offering counsel and prayer that fortify your spirit. When two or more gather in my name, I am there, magnifying every plea, joining every voice, and uniting every heart around a common faith. This synergy is a powerful reminder that I did not create you to walk alone. Perhaps you worry about missed opportunities, roads you might have taken but didn't, or decisions you second guess. Hear me. I am the Redeemer. I waste nothing. Even those times when you strayed or let fear guide you, I can repurpose for good. The tapestry of your life is woven with many threads, and while some threads may represent mistakes or regrets, I weave them into a larger pattern that can showcase my redemptive grace. It is never too late for you to realign with my will. Come to me with open hands, acknowledging where you veered off course, and let me gently reroute you to paths that lead to deeper fulfillment. Season by season, I lead you to new pastures. When a door closes, it is often to protect you from a future that would harm your soul or steal your joy. When you feel the sting of rejection, know that I sometimes allow no's, because the yes ahead is so much better aligned with your calling. Trust that I see the hidden pitfalls you cannot discern. So if you stand before a gate that refuses to open, bring your disappointment to me. Then open your eyes to the other paths I am revealing. Disappointment can be the birthplace of a miracle yet to be discovered. Remember how your heart yearned for answers in the dark seasons, how you demanded immediate clarity. In hindsight, you see the wisdom of my perfect timing. A delayed answer was not a denial, but a preparation, ensuring that you were ready to receive the blessing without squandering it. In your waiting, I refined your character, matured your perspective, and anchored your hope in something beyond instant relief. Now that you have grown, you can appreciate the gifts with a gratitude and stewardship you once lacked. If at this point your spirit stirs with fresh conviction, let that spark ignite bold steps of faith. Perhaps you've been hesitant to reconcile with someone or to embark on a mission you've long felt called to. Do not remain on the sidelines. Act on the promptings I have placed in your heart. You won't always feel fully prepared, but my strength is perfected in your weakness. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to press forward despite fear, trusting that I stand ready to uphold you with my righteous hand. Should you stumble, remember that stumbling does not equate to permanent failure. I am the one who lifts you from the dust, who steadies your shaken knees, who wraps you in redemption over and over again. Guilt has no authority here. Condemnation finds no home in a soul that embraces my forgiveness. Rather, learn from your missteps, allow them to become humble lessons, and continue onward. My kingdom is filled with those who fell multiple times, but persisted in returning to me. Hearts open, spirits teachable. Let this day and every day henceforth be marked by the knowledge of my nearness. I am neither an abstract concept nor a silent deity. I am the living God who calls you by name. My heart aches for closeness with you. In all your pursuits, if you forget me, you forfeit the richest joy available. But when you make me your cornerstone, your reason for waking, the lens through which you see the world, then, child, you will experience a life that brims with purpose and peace, unshaken by circumstance. Cling tightly to these words. They are not given lightly, nor should they be forgotten. Each promise is backed by my timeless faithfulness, each exhortation issued from a place of profound love. As you continue, place your trust firmly in my hands, for I will guide you into the fullness of my plan. Yes, challenges will arise, but your faith, once refined, will shine more brilliantly than you can imagine. Your life, surrendered to me, becomes an anthem of grace that resonates through every trial, triumph, tear, and testimony. And so I say, do not lose heart. Even if the land looks barren now, seeds of hope lie just beneath the surface, ready to sprout at my command. The storms that flood your life cannot wash away my promises. The darkness that tries to envelop you cannot silence the truth that I have spoken over you. My beloved child, I delight in you. Keep walking, keep trusting, and keep giving me your heart day after day. you will find, in time, the remarkable treasure of abiding in my everlasting love. Beloved, let your soul exhale any lingering anxiety. Release every care, every unanswered question. If you are standing in the middle of uncertainty, hear me now. I am not the author of chaos, but the one who stills the tempest. If it feels as though the winds around you are relentless, remember how I commanded the furious sea to be calm. No storm, natural or spiritual, has authority above my word. Even when your circumstances roar, your spirit can remain anchored, for you dwell beneath the shadow of my protection. Let your cry be, Lord, I trust you, and discover that even the greatest turmoil cannot uproot a heart hidden in my grace. Your purpose is not a mere footnote in history. I specifically designed you to bring forth light and love in a hurting world. Think of how light pierces darkness. It doesn't fight or strain. It simply shines, revealing what was hidden. So too shall you brighten the corners you occupy, your family gatherings, your friendships, your workplace, your prayers for distant lands. Each place in which I have planted you holds potential for transformation. By carrying my presence with you, you help shift the atmosphere from heaviness to hope. When doubts arise, whispering that perhaps you're too small or flawed, remember that my power flows best through vessels that recognize their need for me. That's how my glory becomes evident. I magnify my strength in your surrender. Perhaps like many, you wrestle with the concept of destiny, wondering if you've strayed too far or taken too many detours. But child, I am the divine navigator. I see every road, every potential misstep, every blockade. Nothing escapes my sight. Even if you took 100 missteps, I can redirect you with a single word. That is how fluid my guidance can be. The moment you turn back, seeking my path, I realign your course. No labyrinth of regret is too tangled for my grace to untie. Place your heart in my hands and say, guide me, and watch how swiftly I illuminate the way, turning once bleak horizons into fields ripe with new beginnings. Remember too that your life testifies to others who are weary, those who suspect I have no care for their plight. When they see you rising despite scars, forgiving when it hurts, hoping when it seems illogical, they witness tangible evidence of my love. I do not ask you to parade perfection. I only ask you to live in genuine communion with me. Let others glimpse the quiet strength you derive from our relationship. Perhaps your story will resonate with someone who believes they are beyond redemption. If they see how I have never stopped loving you, they might dare to believe the same for themselves. Do not forget the power in drawing near to me daily. Think of it as coming home, stepping into an environment where you're fully known, fully accepted, and infinitely cherished. Even in solitude, you are not alone, for I dwell with you. Commune with me in the silence of your thoughts, the hush of early morning, or the peaceful darkness of night. Drink in my words, let them wash over your anxieties like a gentle tide. Our fellowship is the lifeblood of your strength. In my presence you will find clarity, wisdom, and a love that never fails. Should your heart quake with worry over the future, finances, relationships, health, or any other looming unknown, clutch my promise tighter. I will never leave you, nor forsake you. Such an assurance is not a cliché. It is your bedrock. Embrace this truth and see how it stabilizes the shifting sands under your feet. If you're tempted to scramble for control, consider the birds that dance upon the winds. They neither spin nor fret for tomorrow's bread, yet I feed them. You, my precious child, mean far more to me than flocks of sparrows. So trust, not in your own plans, but in the author who sees the grand narrative from beginning to end. And in that trusting, let me enlarge your vision. My plans for you are never purely about your own well-being. They extend outward, rippling into your family, your community, and into hearts you may never meet face to face. This is how my kingdom expands, through hearts willing to serve and love beyond themselves. As you align with my heartbeat, your generosity, empathy, and compassionate spirit become catalysts for change. You step into a higher calling, to be a living expression of my goodness. You exist not merely for self-preservation, but as a beacon, guiding souls toward the refuge they too can find in me. Even in your personal hardships, physical, emotional, or spiritual, know that nothing is wasted. If you carry sickness, bring it to me in faith. If you carry sorrow, place it before me in honesty. I yearn to be part of every chapter of your story, not just the triumphant ones. In the midst of pain, I reveal deeper layers of my comfort. In confusion, I unveil greater depths of my guidance. Yes, there are times when answers might tarry, but never assume my silence equals neglect. I am perfecting you, forging a faith that withstands the fiercest flames. When breakthroughs do come, you will stand tall, your soul having learned perseverance and trust in a way comfort alone could never teach. Dear one, you may occasionally believe the lie that you must be good enough to come to me. That notion, if left unchecked, erects a barrier that can keep you from the greatest love you will ever know. I call the tired, the flawed, the brokenhearted, and I tenderly bind up their wounds. I call the wanderers and remind them they have a home in my presence. I call the humble to lift them up. I even call the proud, hoping to soften their hearts into humility. In every case, it is my kindness that leads you to deeper connection, not condemnation. My arms remain ever outstretched, eager to draw you in. Once you grasp this unmerited kindness, your heart can finally rest from striving for acceptance. Some days you might feel more like a question mark than an exclamation point. But do not fret. The tension, the wrestling with unknowns, can be the fertile ground where faith blossoms. Abraham walked years in trust without seeing the full scope of my covenant. Joseph endured betrayal and imprisonment before ascending to a position of profound influence. Mary carried the mystery of a divine promise before the world understood who the child truly was. Their stories, etched in my word, remind you that patient, persistent trust is always rewarded by my unchanging faithfulness. In your waiting, I am near. In your wrestling, I offer answers, or at times, a holy silence that later yields revelations. Regarding your past, you might sometimes be haunted by a swirl of memories, regrets, or missteps. But child, your past is powerless to define your tomorrow unless you allow it. My mercy rewrites your story. Where you see failure, I see the potential to mold you into a vessel of empathy for those trapped in similar circumstances. Where you see shame, I see an opportunity for redemption's splendor to illuminate dark corners. A painful yesterday can become the threshold of a grace-filled present. Choose to see yourself through my perspective, redeemed, cherished, beloved, and intricately woven into a greater narrative that testifies of my love. When I speak of my love, I do not refer to a mere feeling or a polite sentiment. My love is fiercely loyal, unshakable by time or circumstance. It led me to endure ridicule, torture, and death on a cross. That same love overcame the grave to offer you eternal life. It was never an afterthought or plan B. It was my design from the start, a perfect demonstration of how far I would go to restore fellowship with my cherished creation. Let that reality settle deep within. I gave everything so you could dwell with me, not as a stranger, but as my beloved. So hear me now. Though you may walk through fiery trials, they will not consume you. Though the waters may rise, they will not sweep you away. I am the one who draws boundary lines for oceans. I am the one who fashions blessings out of barren soil. Rest in that sovereignty. You are not at the mercy of random events. I stand at every intersection of your journey, orchestrating divine appointments and weaving even the unexpected into beauty. I know there will be days when you can hardly lift your head. In those moments, let my spirit carry you. Let my words replay in your mind, a lullaby of grace that lulls your fears to sleep. If tears come, they are not shameful. They are a language of the soul. Pour them out before me, and in exchange, receive my comfort like a balm, soothing each ache. Reach out to those around you as well. Some have walked the same road and can offer empathy and prayer. In my design, no one is meant to suffer in isolation. As you lay down to sleep at night, quiet your mind from the day's chaos. Whisper a prayer of thanks for breath, for shelter, for any silver thread of good you encountered. Let your heart recall that I am the guardian of your slumber, the one who watches over you without pause. When morning returns, greet it with expectancy. If life's burdens try to weigh you down, remind them who your Father is. One who parted seas, guided exiles, healed the blind and lame, and who never changes. If I was faithful then, I will be faithful now. If I was all-powerful then, I remain so. When your faith feels strong, celebrate my works. When your faith feels fragile, run to me all the same. Do not despise small beginnings or trembling steps. What matters is that you keep stepping toward me. I promise, if you take even the tiniest move in my direction, I rush forward to meet you with arms wide, bridging the gap you cannot cross alone. Keep your gaze upon me, not on the clamor or contradictions swirling around you. Peter walked on water when his eyes were locked on me, but began to sink when he noticed the waves. So it is with you. Focus your soul's vision on my presence, and you will find yourself sustained above the raging sea. You wonder, is all of this really for me? Yes, unequivocally yes. My love is personal, unstoppable, meant to cover the expanse of your life. What you have absorbed in these words is merely a window into the endless ocean of my devotion. There is always more to discover. From the cradle of your first breath to the day I call you home, my heart beats for you, longing for ever deeper fellowship. Let that knowledge breathe boldness into your steps and tenderness into your actions. And so I draw these words to a close, hoping they have permeated your spirit like dew soaking into parched ground. Each sentence was crafted to bring you nearer to the truth. You are seen, you are known, and you are profoundly loved. Let that truth define you. Hold it tightly, share it freely. Carry it like a torch in dark places, letting its flame guide you and illuminate the path for others. Above all, remember this: I, the Eternal One, am not distant or dispassionate. I am here now and always, eager to enrich your life with my love, to anchor your fears with my peace, and to guide you into the fullness of the destiny I designed from the beginning of time. In these words, I have poured out my deepest assurances, my most heartfelt invitations, and my unwavering commitment to walk with you. Embrace them, live them, breathe them in as the very sustenance your soul longs for. Let them become the anthem of hope that resonates through every season of your life, a melody of mercy that never fades. I do not withhold my affection or my blessings. I extend them wholeheartedly to you. Accept this, cherish it, and know beyond all doubt that you are forever my beloved child. Amen. Listen closely, dear one, for I have more to share with you. Secrets of my heart that can transform your deepest wounds into wells of compassion, your hesitations into bold testimonies of faith. Do not be quick to move on without absorbing each promise, each call to deeper trust. I long for you to comprehend how intricately I have designed your steps. Even those moments you labeled as failure or useless are being woven into a grander purpose than your present sight can grasp. I see the stirring in your spirit, that subtle awakening that suggests you sense something shifting. Indeed, the atmosphere around you grows rich with potential. You may feel a mix of excitement and uncertainty, and I affirm that this is natural. When I move, I often nudge you beyond the comfortable boundaries you have established. Like an eagle prompting its young from the nest, I sometimes allow your comfort zone to shake so that you learn to soar on the currents of my will. If you cling to the familiar, you will not experience the expansiveness of what I have planned. Think of the countless stories I have already orchestrated: parted seas, healed diseases, restored lives, and hearts awakened to joy after devastating sorrow. That same power courses through your veins, for my spirit dwells within you. Believe this: the same authority that spoke light into darkness resides in each promise I make to you. Yet authority without faith remains dormant. Your trust is the key that unlocks the storehouse of my goodness. Child, do not bury your faith beneath skepticism or cynicism, for they will rob you of witnessing miracles waiting to unfold in your life. Now pause for a moment and reflect on the times you have chosen bitterness over healing. I do not condemn you for it. I understand how pain can make bitterness seem like a shield, but in truth, bitterness is not armor. It is a chain. It shackles your capacity to love and blinds you to the small miracles I scatter throughout your day. Let me unravel that bitterness at the root. Let forgiveness soften the edges of your hurt. Doing so is not weakness, but profound freedom, for it releases you from the prison that resentment builds. Let me be the one to handle injustices. My justice is perfect, neither delayed nor premature, and my hand can accomplish in an instant what years of anger never will. I delight in your growth. Like a gardener watching tender sprouts push through the soil, I celebrate every inch of progress. Each time you choose hope over despair, generosity over selfishness, or patience over frustration, you reflect the light of my spirit to a world often suffocated by darkness. Never consider these choices insignificant. A single, compassionate act can ricochet far beyond the moment, igniting a chain reaction of healing you may never see, but that I observe from heaven's vantage. When you labor in the field of your daily tasks, perhaps in your career or caring for family, it may feel commonplace. But I remind you that sacredness often hides in the mundane. Let me enter the ordinary, and you will discover my fingerprints in unexpected places. When you approach your responsibilities as acts of love and devotion, you transform them into worship. The simplest deed done in love is as fragrant as incense rising to my throne. That is where your faith becomes tangible, in words softly spoken to a discouraged friend, in diligence that goes unseen by others, in the quiet prayers you offer behind closed doors. These unseen acts weave into the tapestry of grace that covers your life and touches those around you. You may ask, how long must I wait for the fulfillment of what you've promised? Patience, beloved, is more than a passive posture. It is an active leaning into my timing, trusting that I see circumstances from start to finish. Remember how a seed germinates below the surface before it breaks forth into the light. It is not idle in the darkness. It is developing roots that sustain its future growth. Likewise, in your seasons of waiting, you are establishing foundations of resilience and faith that will uphold you when your blessings manifest. If I allowed everything to bloom prematurely, the fragility of shallow roots might cause your blessings to wither. Trust my timing, for I aim to give you not just a quick resolution, but a lasting harvest that blesses you and those who come after you. Consider also the role of gratitude. When you cultivate a thankful heart, you keep your eyes open for my goodness in every situation. Gratitude is not denial of challenges. It is a conscious decision to find me in the midst of hardship. It shifts your perspective from what you lack to what you possess. My nearness, my promises, my sustaining grace. And as you thank me, even in trial, you open the doors for greater breakthroughs. Joy begins to flourish, pushing out the weeds of anxiety. In this posture, the problems that once loomed so large seem smaller in light of who I am. I inhabit the praises of my people, responding with comfort, direction, and supernatural peace. Child, I also invite you to release your fears about what others might think or say. You spend so much energy trying to mold yourself into what you assume they want, yet you already have an identity, one I crafted lovingly before the foundations of the world. Embrace who I made you to be, unique, with a blend of talents, flaws, hopes, and quirks that reflect my boundless creativity. The longing to please everyone can become a snare, drawing you away from the divine blueprint I have set forth. Let my approval be sufficient. Let my voice be the one that steadies your self-image. I see you in the fullness of your potential, even when you do not. Draw your worth from that knowledge. When others misunderstand or judge, return to me, for I will remind you of the eternal truths that form your anchor. If you're searching for direction, let my word guide you. Immerse yourself in it, not merely as historical text or moral guidelines, but as living nourishment for your soul. Through it, I speak timeless wisdom, shining a lamp onto your path. You'll discover that many of the questions weighing on your mind already have answers rooted in eternal principles: love, truth, mercy, humility, justice, and faith. My word calibrates your internal compass, pointing you back when you stray off course. It emboldens you to confront sin, both in your life and in the world around you, with a heart bent on restoration rather than condemnation. The more my word dwells in you, the more you become a conduit of my heart, discerning which choices reflect my character. There will be times you falter, times when, despite your best intentions, you slip into old habits or yield to fleeting temptation. In those moments, do not hide from me. Shame will urge you to retreat, but my spirit calls you closer. Recall that my arms remain open, my forgiveness ever accessible. I am not shocked by your flaws. I saw them long before you were aware, and I still chose you. Bring your wounds, your failures, even your defiance, and place them in my hands. The grace of the cross is unending, and I yearn to cleanse you anew, restoring the joy of our fellowship. No condemnation, no scolding, only love that lifts you back to your feet and places your hand in mine, urging you to try again. Never doubt that I orchestrate your victory, even while enemies, be they literal or metaphorical, might gather around you. Indeed, the adversity you face can serve as a catalyst for deeper dependence on my power. When you sense spiritual assaults, lift up your shield of faith. Affirm the truth of who I am: protector, deliverer, shepherd, and king. Just as I shielded David from the hand of Saul, I place my protection over you. Storms may rage, arrows may fly, but in the shelter of my will you remain safeguarded. I will also enlighten you to the enemy's strategies, equipping you to pray and stand resolute. The battles that once seemed insurmountable will become testimonies of how, by my might, you overcame. Be mindful that not every challenge comes from the adversary. Some are natural consequences of living in a broken world or making unwise choices. Even then, my mercy abounds. I transform your missteps into opportunities to learn patience, discernment, and humility. Through each situation, good or bad, I whisper, I am still here, still working, still enthroned above it all. Let this knowledge warm your heart when regret gnaws at your spirit. Rather than wallowing in guilt, use these lessons as stepping stones to the clarity and wisdom that build unshakable faith. As you grow in spiritual maturity, you will find yourself burdened with my heart for others, the fatherless, the hurting, the marginalized, and those stumbling in darkness. This is my invitation to partner with me in shining light into their shadows. Listen when I stir your conscience to pray for them, speak an uplifting word, or lend practical assistance. In so doing, you become my hands and feet. You might not solve every problem, but I see each act of compassion, no matter how small, as a precious offering. Through unity and love, my people become a mighty force against despair, prejudice, and injustice. Do not underestimate your contribution. What you perceive as minor gestures can become major breakthroughs in someone else's life, pointing them toward my grace. Gently, I want to remind you about the necessity of Sabbath. of genuine rest, both physically and spiritually. In your relentless busyness, you risk losing sight of my voice amidst the clamor. Rest is an expression of faith, acknowledging that I am the one in control, not you. Just as crops need fallow seasons to regain fertility, your soul needs intervals of stillness to be replenished. Whether it is a day, an hour, or a moment of quiet reflection, enter that sacred pause and invite my presence to refresh your weary mind. I speak most powerfully when your spirit is at peace, free from the noise of constant striving. If at any point you feel you are unworthy of these promises, set aside that misconception. None of my children have earned my love. It is freely given, a fountain that never dries. In my economy, grace outruns judgment. When I look upon you, I see the reflection of what my Son accomplished on your behalf. Yes, I see your frailties, but they are enveloped by a love that surpasses all understanding. Even in your imperfections, you are cherished beyond measure. Let that free you to move forward, with no shackles of condemnation. If you catch yourself reverting to shame, remember, you are clothed in garments of mercy, wearing a righteousness not your own, but mine, gifted to you through divine compassion. You stand on the precipice of another day, another dawn that shimmers with untold possibility. Let hope anchor you in the truth that I neither sleep nor slumber, always actively guiding your course. If you face heartbreak, remember that from heartbreak I can forge deeper empathy. If you face financial strain, trust that I am a provider of both ideas and resources, often in ways you do not anticipate. If you face loneliness, turn inward to find my spirit dwelling in you, and outward to discover that I have placed people in your life who can offer fellowship. Abide in me, child. Abide knowing that all you require, peace, provision, comfort, direction, flows from me like a river that never runs dry. Consider how you can carry these truths forward. Perhaps you need to share them with a friend whose faith is faltering. Perhaps you need to journal them as daily reminders. Or maybe you simply need to revisit these words whenever the world's pressures weigh you down. The important thing is not to let them slip away. Cling to them as a lifeline, a tether that draws you back to the core of who I am and who you are in me. I want to prepare you for times when fear creeps at the threshold of your mind. Fear often disguises itself as prudence or realism, yet it can strangle faith. Counteract it by remembering the countless ways I have sustained you. Think of how many nights you went to bed unsure, yet woke to new mercies that carried you through. Fear's power lies in the shadows of the unknown, but I light each step before you, dispelling the shadows with my sovereignty. When fear whispers, raise your voice in praise, for praise reveals my goodness and shrinks the illusions that loom large in the darkness. Let us talk too about pride. Pride can stealthily creep in when blessings are abundant, when talents are recognized, or when success garners admiration. Be vigilant, for pride can sever your connection to my heart. It convinces you that you can manage alone, luring you into self-reliance. Yet, humility is the path to unstoppable grace. To stand humbly before me is not groveling. It is rightly understanding who I am and who you are. Then gratitude overflows, fueling a servant's heart that lifts others up instead of seeking its own throne. My kingdom exalts those who kneel in service and love. In the tapestry of eternity, every choice you make echoes. You have a sphere of influence, be it your family, your workplace, your community, or even those who watch you from afar. Let them behold a person shaped not by the world's shifting morals, but by the steadfast truth of the one who set the stars in motion. Your consistency in character, your unwavering kindness, your refusal to bend to corruption. These are living sermons that speak volumes more than hollow words. Yes, trials will continue to surface. The path to spiritual maturity rarely ascends in a straight line, but each obstacle is an invitation to ascend further, deeper into my embrace. Challenges do not exist to destroy you, but to transform you. Picture a refining fire, hot, intense, but absolutely necessary for purifying gold. So it is with your soul. As you stand firm, each flame that tries to scorch you instead burns away impurities, leaving you radiant. I walk beside you in the furnace, just as I stood with 3 faithful men in the fiery depths of long ago. Fear not the blaze. Fear missing my companionship by choosing doubt over trust. Some will scoff at these words, calling them mere platitudes. Others will attempt to refute your faith with arguments and logic. But your testimony is unshakable when built upon intimate encounters with me. They cannot debate the reality of how I saved you from despair, how I mended the tears in your heart, how I brought you from darkness to light. Stand in that truth. Wear it proudly as your armor. And should you find yourself at a loss for words, let your life be the unwavering proof of my reality, shining like a beacon in a world hungry for something genuine. I have so much more to share, yet I want you to pause and absorb what has already been spoken. Let these truths settle into your spirit. Reflect on them as you wake, as you work, and as you lay your head to rest. Do not be hasty to depart from my presence. Give space for my love to penetrate the guarded places of your heart, because in those unguarded corners, there are healing and transformation waiting to unfold. Know this above all else. I love you. I have always loved you. Nothing can separate you from that love. No pit of mistakes, no mountain of achievements, no distance or doubt. My love is the reason for every invitation to draw near, for every word of hope I speak over you, for every plan I have so intricately formed for your life. You are my cherished child, and I am your unwavering father. My desire is that you walk boldly, not in arrogance but in the confident security of belonging to the one who calls you by name.